Music never gets old.
Welcome back. It never gets old.
I love it.
Had to's theme. Shout out Stan Lepard once again.
Rest in peace to the legend.
R.I.P. We pouring one out for you right now. Let's get right into it. We got a goddamn motherfucking had to, got to, must mailbag.
Mailbag.
We just got a letter.
We just got a letter.
We just got a text.
I wonder who it's from.
We just got a text. I hope it's a pair of tits from a beautiful woman. But it's
Oh,
not.
that would be hype. No, it's the same sender from the Coin Pusher review.
We're going to expose you.
Shout out to you. You know who you are.
What's he have to say?
So what he says is, as guys who appreciate the art of wrestling, character building, getting asses in seats, Colby Covington was about to get cut by the UFC if he didn't make a change. The whole MAGA persona is a fictitious character which grew his fan base. Imagine a world where UFC fights had the freedom to create their own persona. Randy Savage interviews and then a real fight in the ring. Wait, Randy Savage interviews and then a real fight in the ring. What does he mean? Oh, I get it.
Like Randy
Means like a
Savage.
promo
yeah,
backstage.
cut a promo.
Okay. Also seems that most pro wrestlers these days are white guys in briefs. Logan Paul, sick athlete. What happened to the days of full-blown characters? Seems like it used to be more fun, or am I off base here? So this kind of goes into what we were talking about a minute ago. What do you guys think?
Just to touch on the Colby thing real quick, he was probably one of the most stale wrestle hump fighters. And like he said, he was going to get cut because he didn't put asses in seats. And then he beats the piss out of a 7th degree black belt or something like that. Damian Maia, very legendary jiu-jitsu fighter. He beats the piss out of him in Brazil, in his own home country, and gets on the mic and says, I should have finished him sooner. Brazil, you're a dump. All you filthy animals suck.
Oh, my God.
And then he starts just calling out people in the middle, and then he took off. And then he became one of the most exciting fighters just because you know he's going to run his mouth, and then he kept getting better. Like, this wasn't no number 10 guy talking like that. He was eventually number 1, fought for the title. Very good welterweight, but just to touch on that, yeah, he did kind of make his own persona. He came out to the Kurt Angle theme song. He would always come out to Kurt Angle songs. And then the people who know in between both circles are chanting, you suck at him.
You suck.
So Kurt Angle got it endearingly, but he didn't get it so endearingly. But anyways, Flair could probably touch on the second question much better, I feel like.
What about wrestling characters nowadays?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Twitter exists.
He said it's a bunch of white dudes in briefs.
Instagram exists. There are some white dudes in briefs, mostly leggings nowadays. The thing is, there are still some people who stay in character online, you know what I mean? Like on Twitter. MJF is a good example. You could look him up. He's just like a cocky, rich kid, douchebag character. He's fucking hilarious. He's really great right now.
Friedman.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman. MJF.
He is Lance Strollish.
And with that, we should introduce our first guest on
we
Had
got a
to,
guest
Got
today.
to, Must. This is our good friend Dame.
Hello.
Yeah.
He's Batman. He's also Batman.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying he's Batman, but have you ever seen them in the same room?
Just saying.
It's harder to pull off that like Undertaker shit. You know what I mean? Where it's you're supposed to believe this guy is a zombie or he's undead or some boogeyman shit. There was a boogeyman.
Yeah, that
wrestler
doesn't
back
fly
in the day.
anymore.
None of that flies
Undertaker's
anymore.
like the only one that stood the test of time.
You just have to kind of be
when the
a
gong
little
goes
goofy.
off, people are like, "Fuck it," you know. All right, he's the dead man. Why not?
You have to be a little goofy.
But like, if you tried to reinvent the Undertaker, you get laughed at.
No one's fucking with you.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of Toni Storm?
No.
She's a woman's wrestler. So last year,
Is that like the Hurricanes girl?
no, it's not the Hurricanes girl. They never wrestled together, unfortunately.
Is that
never
the,
fought.
is
Sounds
that
like
the
a
lady
porn
that
star
just-
name.
That just won the boxing championship.
Boy,
at the
she looked
Olympics?
like one. Who won? No, that's not the person that Logan Paul was upset at. Not her, unfortunately.
I just saw a picture after reading that article, and I was like,
Yeah, people will fall for anything. But this character's like, she lost her title, but she was like a punk kind of girl. And then she lost her title, and then she went insane, like an old Hollywood movie star. And all of a sudden, she appears back, and she like looks, and she's like dressed like Marilyn Monroe, and she's like, "Oh, darling." She does the whole accent the entire time. When she comes out, everything's in black and white. Anytime they're filming her backstage, it's in black and white, and she just acts like this crazy movie star with this fake accent. Everyone's like, "Where the fuck did this come from?" Everyone's like aware, like you don't actually talk like this.
Yeah.
But she's been doing it for a whole year, and it's been like the funniest character. It's actually really good.
It's kind of
She's
working.
the champion, right? She's the champion right now. I fucking love it.
no
It's honestly
shit.
been
"Wait,
one of the best.
Who is it?
Toni Storm.
Oh,
She's
I thought
cold.
It was a
She's
girl.
cold, yeah.
Oh.
I need to pull up a pic.
You guys don't know what Tony Storm looks like?
No.
Freak
I've never
out.
heard
Tony?
that name before right now.
Toni.
Tony with an
She's
eye.
not colder than mommy.
Who?
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley's cold.
Ray Ripley?
Yeah.
Austin's making a
Shout
face.
out to Rhea Ripley for real.
Yeah.
Rhea
You
Ripley,
know
come on
her?
the pod. She
Han knows
producer
her.
Han loves Rhea Ripley.
Wow.
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
this?
she could get it.
See, that's what she looks like. That's
Oh,
what she used to
nice.
look like.
And
And,
you know
that's
she-
what she looks like now.
You know she can do tricks on.
She could get it.
You know she can do tricks.
She can do tricks.
yeah.
It's grippy.
It's grippy.
It's
She's fucking Juice Robinson.
grippy.
Really?
Yeah, swear to God.
Shout out Juice.
Shout out Juice
What did,
Robinson.
what
Juice,
did,
Juice,
what did,
Juice.
what did Juice go by in NXT? What was his name? CJ
CJ Parker, he was a hippie
Yeah.
character. That was lame. It was-
Yeah. He was all right in New Japan. I didn't mind watching him.
he rocks now.
Really? He's
He
kind
got in
of
a
the
lot
guy?
of he got in a lot of trouble. This is like right when this is very funny. Right when like the Israel war started popping off, right? There was all this anti-Jewish stuff on the internet, and then MJF, who I just mentioned, Jewish wrestler,
Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Jewish as hell.
Juice Robinson said, "You know what I'm gonna hit you with?" And he brings out a roll of quarters
Oh.
with MJF on. He's like, "I'm gonna hit you with these quarters," and everyone was like, "That's fucked up." But I don't think it's that fucked up. Why? Because he's Jewish. He's gonna hit him with quarters. It's not fucked up because you're assuming it should be fucked up, just like
Yeah.
the Sprecher grape, which is not fucked up.
Listen, Sprecher Grape. Why? Okay, if they're putting animals on every bottle of soda,
Okay, yeah.
it has to be in somebody's mind somewhere to not put the ape on the grape soda. And especially an ape looking like that. I mean, come on now. It's
Wait. Looking like what?
Looking like a gorilla.
looking like that.
looking like what?
That.
What? He wasn't smoking a black and mild or
But
anything.
look at him. He's swinging in a tree. He's way too happy.
They need to give
First
him.
of all, I've never seen a gorilla swing in a tree. I've seen chimps.
Wait, yeah, you might be onto something.
Gorillas are too big to be on branches. They're like fucking 400 or 500 pounds sometimes.
Yeah, they don't really be swinging. They might
So,
climb here. And
Not the
there.
gorillas I know.
I don't know.
I've seen
I
him.
don't know.
swing.
Yeah.
Tarzan weren't they doing it in Tarzan? Disney's
I don't
usually
think
on
so.
the money.
I think the chimps were.
Tarzan was full of shit.
but he was raised by gorillas. Not
Yeah,
monkeys.
he could. You know, they couldn't. I don't know.
There's no way that they couldn't, and he learned.
Hey.
He's like, oh, look at this.
Well, he was sweet. He was
Tarzan
jacked.
was sweet.
Tarzan
and he took
was
down
like,
that leopard or whatever.
Yeah, he was like 0.1% body fat. He was jacked.
I wouldn't let my kids
He
watch
had good
that.
genetics.
Tarzan was fucking them monkeys.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. Yeah, Jane was like
Yeah.
his first time. Like
Yeah, see,
No
I like
way.
how no
He
one
cracked
comments it. 'cause
Jane
you know.
and fell in love.
Jane's I like Jane. She's one of my favorite out there.
Yeah,
Is Jane a Disney princess?
she is.
She
She's a
should
respectable
be.
Disney princess.
She's British too. I like that.
Yep.
And it's a nice name, Jane. I like
Bitch
that
got
name.
cheddar.
It's a nice
She
name.
got- no, she's a scientist, archaeologist, right? Archaeologist got cheese.
Yes.
And then there's that guy, the other guy who's like an asshole with the gun.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Didn't he have a mustache? What?
No.
I'm thinking of something else.
Yosemite
thinking of me.
Sam. You got the gun and the mustache. That's you talking about?
No, but he's cool.
I was thinking of the guy from Pocahontas.
I'm thinking of the.
Oh,
he's
John
in Tarzan.
whatever.
He's in Tarzan.
I know which guy you're talking. You fight him in Kingdom Hearts.
Fight him in
It's,
Kingdom Hearts. Fight him in Kingdom Hearts.
Clayton.
Clayton.
Is
Clayton. How was I supposed to remember that?
Clayton.
yeah.
is
Now
Mu-
he was like the the de facto bad guy, but Tarzan's the good guy.
is Mulan a
Mulan.
Mulan is a Disney princess.
is she a Disney princess?
I think
Mulan?
you're remembering. I think you're remembering the title wrong.
No.
Melissa. I think there was an
She's
L
not
there.
actually.
Are you
She's
sure?
not.
I think so.
I
think,
thought in the movie Mulan back to work. Mulan back to work.
that
don't
might
think she
track. That
worked.
tracks. It was
I haven't
old
seen it in
Disney,
so long.
right? It was old Disney.
That was not. It was 2000. that was not.
Didn't
old
Eddie
Disney.
Murphy played the dragon, right? He
Yeah.
for sure said Mulan.
Yeah.
He for sure.
Oh,
was
said,
cracking hella jokes.
that is in his wheelhouse.
Wasn't he also in Lion King or something? Or am I just making stuff
No,
up
you're
now?
thinking of
don't think he was
Donkey.
in
You're
Lion
thinking of Donkey.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
Shrek.
okay,
Yeah.
In the morning,
The donkey.
I'm making waffles.
I saw
Shrek,
him,
come on the pod.
He was talking about how people would mock him for his laugh in Shrek, so he had to stop laughing, like, his stuff.
Because he's like, yeah, he sounds like Donkey. That's fucked up. Your dumb donkey roll's like the most fucking popular thing you've ever done. Oh, you're so pissed, I'm sure.
Damn.
Man,
Oh, fuck.
what a devil's at? That's not the right word, but it's like those Shrek movies made so much goddamn money.
Yeah,
you know Eddie
they're bringing
Murphy
it
was
back
making.
again.
Those are probably the biggest money makers in Eddie Murphy's fucking career. Was he'd
Yeah.
be like, wow, what do I got? I got to voice a donkey. fuck it, I'll do it. Lo and behold, he makes $200 million, but he can't laugh anymore because he had to voice a cartoon donkey.
Talk about selling your soul.
Hey, game is game.
Yeah,
How to voice a cartoon donkey and get $200 million. Guys, look. First, you got to whip out your dick to any Hollywood producer. Harvey Weinstein, any of them. They want to see some cock.
Pull it out.
Speaking of Harvey Weinstein, I was looking at his company's movies, and they made some bangers.
Everything.
They made some
Everything.
bangers.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
They made
Dude.
some fucking bangers.
You have no idea. We were watching Spy Kids. Like, this is
Yeah.
a good movie for kids. Like, I'm glad we grew up with this. We rewatched it. Lo and behold, the first name after the credits roll, motherfucker.
Weinstein
A
Company.
Weinstein production, yeah. Fucking crazy.
We're like, don't wait. Was Weinstein involved in this movie? We're like, don't look it up. Don't look it up. End of the movie.
And they're on an island and shit. I was like, oh, that's the
Oh yeah,
Weinstein
there's
Epstein.
kids. Oh my
my
God,
God.
Yeah.
a Harvey Weinstein production. Spy Kids
We
2
had
is
a whole-
children trapped on an island.
That was a whole
Fucking
thing.
crazy.
That was a whole
Children getting kidnapped on an
Fucking
island.
They should
crazy.
remake it based on a true story.
thing. Ooh. That would be, oh my God,
Surviving
Spy
Harvard.
Kids where Epstein's like the final boss. That would be awesome.
Chris Pratt is Epstein.
Yeah, that could be
Oh
fire.
my God! Imagine the interview. It was hard to do an evil role like that after doing all these, superhero movies. Or
Can
whatever.
we be for real here? And Spy Kids 3 should have been the very last thing Sylvester Stallone ever touched.
Not Expendables?
No, I'm seeing this guy like
Expendables
has
was
his
a money
he has
grab.
like a fake Tony Soprano show now. He's
heard
like
of that.
acting like he's Tony Soprano in fucking Wichita, Kansas or something.
What?
Tucson or whatever. Is that what
Yeah,
it's
some
called?
stupid fucking
What?
show like this. He's like, oh yeah, well, who's that guy? I can't stand fucking old Sylvester
Wait, bro.
Stallone. I went to see Rocky Balboa with my mom
Yeah.
on Christmas when it came out. Like, this is the 6th movie. This is after Rocky 5. This is when he fights like the fake ass Floyd Mayweather named Mason Dixon. and anyways, he ends up losing, but like the fight, it was just so stupid. It was about, oh, my wife died and I want to fuck this waitress at this bar.
Adrian died.
Adrian died because we couldn't pay the bitch to get back in the movie. And now I want to fuck this waitress. And now all of a sudden Duke is training me and then this black guy's going to beat my ass. But I'm going to get up. That was basically the movie. Just it was about it was about getting your ass beat and getting up. That was the movie.
Listen,
that's every good
white
fight
people out
movie.
there, all you Italians in New York, you can get up when you get your ass beat.
I'm going to get up.
Hey, white people, Italians, which one is it? There's white people and there's Italians. And then there's Sicilians.
White people are Italian at this point. It's been like
Oh,
diluted
oh,
enough.
oh,
It's been diluted. I'm Italian, so I can
Relax.
say this.
Relax.
I'm as white as they come.
Europeans-
I'm Sicilian, so I disagree. I think there's a tremendous difference. I face police discrimination. I have been stopped and frisked as a Sicilian. I've been denied jobs, denied college tuitions.
Imagine a cop being like, "Yeah, a Sicilian male."
You're
6
talking
foot.
like a New Jersey Italian.
I don't need. I am 9th generation Sicilian. I know the struggles my family has gone through to exist in this country, and I say
Nice.
this with no hyperbole, no exaggeration. Sicilians, historically, the most oppressed race and nationality in American history.
Oh,
There, I said
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Do your research.
Vinny, it was good to have you on. We need Flair back.
You can't get me off this podcast. I'm fucking
Get out of here,
union.
cousin Vinny.
I'll
Anybody
take
want-
another.
I'll take another. I'm about to finish.
never
this.
mind. Hands offering.
But go,
I'm union. You can't kick
Producer
me off this
hand.
podcast.
What would we do
Sicily.
without her? Everybody.
people always talk about there's too many Fast and Furious, but they made 6 Expendables movies. There's 6 of them.
What the fuck do you mean there's 6? I thought there was 3.
No, there's 6.
There's
Expendables?
double?
Yes, I swear.
What is the Expendables anyway?
It's
I swear
50-year-old
everyone in that
action
movie
stars.
is broke. Like they just need the money.
It's like every washed action star in one movie. Oh, we're going to call my buddies. We'll get a check. How come Adam Sandler can do it, but I can't do it too? I'm going to call Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All those guys end up
And
doing
Randy
straight
Couture.
to DVD movies. All those guys
And
do straight to
Jean-Claude
DVD.
Rob Van Damme. Sounds like a Pianta.
Rob Van Dam, Battle Creek legend.
If they do,
Yo, shout out
if
to
they
Rob Van
do
Dam.
Mario Sunshine movie,
Sylvester Stallone better be
that's
the
a
Pianta.
role reserved for
He better
him.
voice the fucking
That's
Pianta.
a role for him. Incredible.
Bumba.
I hear he's coming out a movie about. It's like based on a true story about like a mentally challenged bodybuilder. He's playing.
That'd be awesome.
Talk about Austin?
Is it called retard strength?
Such a missed opportunity.
It's
now streaming on
He's
Prime.
playing the retarded guy every time he does a rep. But he's like
Retard
cranking
strength.
150,
Yeah, yeah.
150 shoulder presses.
And he's like in prison. He's in prison for like fucking somebody up.
that
in
jaw,
CBS.
that jaw is sideways.
He had an episode at Walgreens and he fucked somebody up. He's in prison,
Sylvester Stallone's doing
deadlifting the
this?
biggest guy in there.
Yeah.
It's called retard strength. I saw this fucking retarded guy bagging my groceries, and I couldn't believe how much shit he could carry. It's a touching story. I call it retard strength.
It's me and Tyrese. I hired Tyrese.
Producer hands making
Cookies.
cookies.
I like my.
Isn't she great? Look at our producer. Isn't she wonderful?
I like my cookies
Are you
like
the
I like
greatest?
my
Are
sex.
you the greatest?
You like your cookies like you like your what?
Sex.
Well, how? Soft and chewy?
Creamy. Pause.
Slightly baked.
Leftover
Slightly
night.
baked. I liked it. Yeah, yeah. Slightly baked.
Yeah,
because
not-
too baked, you're
not
like,
raw.
"Oh, I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
Hey man, I like my cookies how I like my pussy.
I was
Left on a plate with a glass of milk for Santa Claus.
Yeah. And you come in with the Santa fit.
oh
That's how I knew Santa wasn't real when I ain't
I'm
get no
Santa.
pussy on Christmas morning, bro. I knew. That's how I knew Santa wasn't real, bro. I was 19.
Santa's real.
That shit rocked my world. Yeah, I was 19. That shit
I
rocked
was
my world.
That's
I was
crazy.
engaging in some freak activities last night,
Oh,
and I ate an edible
Unpause.
prior.
Nice.
I ate an edible prior. I was too high. I felt too high. I felt off. However,
Did you perform well?
yeah, I performed fine, but like I just like smoking a big blunt
Flu game?
before or after. You know, like I like smoking. When it comes to like
Yeah.
ingesting THC and then trying to do anything, it's not fun. You're kind of locked.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know. You're like
yeah.
Sylvester Stallone.
The older I get,
My
the
jaw
more
starts
stuck I
going.
get off of weed. Like, it's not the same as when we were younger. It's just not. Like when I was younger, I would literally face a blunt in the car, windows up.
Yeah.
I'd hotbox it and then go to work. Never.
Well, now
I
you
mean,
got
I
better
faced a
jobs.
joint on the way to
We
the
had better
gym.
jobs
but-
too.
We had
Like, just be more responsible for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
we had less worries, I guess.
Yeah, I used to be
Yeah.
a fry cook. Now I'm the manager.
See,
See, now I'm
gotta
washing
grow.
lettuce.
next is the
Next
fries.
it'll be fries. And before you know it, in 2 years,
manager.
I'll be assistant manager. That's all, 2 years?
Yeah, man, fuck my teacher that said I'd never do shit, and I'd
Can
end up at McDonald's. Bitch, I've been there 5 years. I'm the manager.
Bitch, I've been there 5 years and I see you here all the time. Look where you eating
I'm
at.
doing Verstappen numbers at employee of the month.
63 times in a row. To segue into something that happened to me now, Dame gets to hear this for the first time, but I told you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I was at the gym. Would that be yesterday? Was that yesterday?
It's like
believe
2 days
so.
ago.
It's either yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't remember.
It might be yesterday, actually.
I think it was
Yeah, I said it was
yesterday.
Whatever. Not
Okay.
important.
My bad. See, I'm high. I'm drunk. My jaw's going. But anyways,
Pause.
this dime, blonde dime, looking like the Haktua girl, but fit. You know, nice asshole hungry shorts. You know the
Yeah, I love
you know with the scrunch
I have a
asshole.
love-hate relationship with those shorts.
I do. She could
I
pull
don't
them
believe
off.
they're real.
She could pull them off.
I've never seen them in real
And
life.
she got like
only on Instagram.
she
They're
got
at
like a
Powerhouse.
patchwork. She got like a patchwork sleeve, like just tattoos in one spot and like one under the sport bra.
Sounds hot.
She was very hot.
Keep talking.
She comes up to me. She comes up to me and like, you know, I take my headphone out because like she's obviously coming up to say something. I'm figuring she's gonna ask how many sets do I have left. You know, I'm working out legs. I'm like, okay, she's probably coming for the squat rack or something. This fucking woman has the nerve to say, you know, I really, you know, I like your tattoos and you smell like weed, which is cool. She's like, I have a friend that I think I could set you up with. You know, we're just kind of nonchalantly talking. I'm like, okay, yeah, who's your friend? I'm thinking her friend is going to be like another dime piece like her.
No.
I'm thinking she's going to be out cold.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, you know, you're nice. You probably travel with nice company, right? This woman showed me a woman that weighs more than my deadlift max. And I stopped deadlifting at 405.
Could she support herself in a canoe?
Probably not, because the canoe is like 260, 270. This bitch is at least 315.
Oh my god.
At least. At
He
least.
said at least.
And she's like, she's very cool. She goes to the gym all the time. Cap.
Cap.
She smokes weed all the time. Truth. Because then she goes in houses after as well. You left that fucking aspect out of there. Yeah, she's really cool. I think she like your vibe, you know. She's funny. And, you know, she's like, she's sassy. I was like, oh, yeah, I could tell. I could tell she's sassy.
You should have asked if
Big
she was
ass.
bulking.
She'd be hearing
So-
shit all the time.
And she thinks you two would be a great fit.
Yeah, and like I tried to like hold my face, but immediately when she showed me, I'm like, this fucking bitch.
Oh.
And I thought I was being filmed. I thought I was like,
Oh.
in my mind, I'm like, someone's filming somewhere.
Oh.
So I say to her, I'm like, I'm here to lift weights so I can throw around normal sized people, not, you know, it's not so I can carry her ass like I can carry her ass. No, that's not the point. It's like I want to throw somebody your weight around, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what about you? Are like, what's the deal with you? She's like, I got a boyfriend. I was like, then why the fuck? I'm like, why? I'm like, just why? And she's like, well, I'm trying to set up my friend, do something nice. And I'm like, well, if you have any friends who look like you, please, you know where to find
She
me.
doesn't realize she's being a bitch.
Yeah.
She's doing something nice, but
And then I was
also
like,
doing
and then I
like
shook her
something-
hand, got her name, and then, you
It's
know,
like, you know
That's
she's
very
fat.
demeaning.
You
Like,
know
what if-
she's fat. You
Yeah,
know what
why
I
do you
mean?
think
What
I'd be
if-
a great fit?
You
Like,
should,
what
next
the
time you
fuck?
see her, go up to her and do the same thing. I know you got a boyfriend, but I got this friend.
You're the biggest guy. Show him like Boogie.
he's
the
an
biggest
incel.
guy.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, total incel.
Yeah, hit her with the Uno
Then
reverse.
show her Beetlejuice.
So I texted the group
Picture of
chat.
Cobra. It's my boy.
The second I got out of the gym, I texted the group chat, I'm going on a diet. And then I explained what happened. I was like, if I weigh maybe 30 less, that bitch wouldn't come up. And then I'd be looking diesel.
She may not be single, but King Cobra's single.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations to King Cobra JFS is back on the market, ladies. Thank you. All the female listeners out there, all the thousands of
Those
women
fucking
listening.
cookies are amazing.
So good. Producer Han just made us cookies.
Hot, fresh cookies. You don't have them like. Hey,
Make some motherfucking noise for Producer Han, y'all.
listen.
Oh my God! Speaking of cookies, my
The
oh
Crumbl
my!
Cookie line. We were shared a video today of people waiting outside the building, down alongside the curb, for Crumbl Cookie around the corner.
And the guy recording was blasting big back out of his car.
yeah. Was it the
the
Dora
people were
song,
looking,
the
yeah.
backpack song?
But big back,
Wait,
big
really?
back.
Oh my God,
50,
that was so
50
funny.
to 80 people in line, grown adults that probably have mortgages and rent to pay and jobs and children and pets and priorities and things to take care of. All these grown people are waiting in line, standing outside like a dog tied to a light pole,
For 1,200
waiting for their owner to
calories a
go
cookie.
coming back from inside the store. Standing outside like an animal, waiting in line for cookies.
And he's driving by like this.
Cookies.
That's blasting out of his car.
Big bag. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt. My big bag has no room. Big bag, big bag.
One of
Big bag.
I
Ow.
shout him out.
No way somebody's actually playing that.
They were.
Well, maybe it was fake.
I'd shout
He
him
was
out.
driving
but-
by, listening to it. Everyone's looking at him.
Yeah, everybody was staring at the guy, so it sounded real. But the
Maybe he did it to
I
fuck
would
with the
shout
people
this
in
guy
line.
out. I would shout this guy out, but he I don't think he listens. But I saw a Facebook status about that song. Somebody said
Big
that
Bang.
he was like, man, I hate kids. They mean as hell. He's like, I got out of my car and I hear the kids across the street, big back. He's like, I need to get in better shape.
Dude.
But waiting wrapped around a building for cookies
This
that
country
aren't
did-
even that good.
How many
Crazy.
people are willing? Why waiting in line outside of a restaurant? I've really never had food that good. I really haven't. Maybe a couple times, but it's like you see shit like that. You see all these people waiting to get their foot chopped off, waiting in line for these Crumbl cookies, and it's like, you know what? Maybe this country should expect a war, and maybe we deserved one soon. It doesn't give you any fucking hope, man.
Big back activity.
We need
Big
to-
baculations.
That is not. This goes beyond big back activity. If you have the time, if you're willing to be like, if you see 60 people in line for cookies and you want cookies, and you go, I guess I'll be 61. You're a fucking loser. You're a loser. You can't do that.
What's the longest line you waited for ice cream for?
But what if it's
Ice cream?
Yeah.
What if it's 80 people?
Ice cream.
I've waited behind like 20 people for ice cream before. And that was Dole Whip. That was serious.
Was that like a hot summer day out at the ice cream store?
Yeah,
at
and
prime
it's
hours?
all the couples.
Yeah.
So as a single man waiting for ice cream, and you got like 12 couples. What do you want? I'm thinking we get a banana split. The bitch is playing with her pussy while she's ordering, and he's over there praying to God the Capital One doesn't decline because this bitch ordered a $16 Blizzard or a banana split in a cup.
And he just bought dinner.
Oh,
He just got back from Applebee's.
Oh.
The card is squeaking.
off the 2 for $25. And I was pushing it.
And then, the poor 15-year-old girl that is working there, making this giant treat that this fucking bitch wants, making this humongous treat, then puts the tablet out for a signature and a tip, and he's smashing none.
0.
Just bam. And she's getting paid like $3 to fucking make diabetic treats.
Oh.
She got a cheesecake,
Oh.
banana split,
One of
fucking
everything.
frozen frap.
You're a victim.
Can we talk about the sweet ice cream treats we got after the first episode that we recorded?
What did we get?
After Woodpile, we walked across the street.
Oh,
We did get some exotic ice
What did we get? I
creams.
forget.
We got
Flair should share first. His was the most spectacular.
we got ice cream sandwiches. Now what you're thinking. Not the rectangle of vanilla ice cream and the 2 like chocolate wafers.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
What's
wrong with
Delicious.
Vanilla's better.
But that's not what I got, okay, at the ice cream stand. When I say ice cream sandwich, what I mean is a donut. A donut to some of you in the Midwest. Sliced in
Toasted
half.
donut.
A toasted donut.
A dessert bagel.
Sliced in half. And inside was cheesecake flavored ice cream. Custard. My mistake. Custard. Cheesecake flavored custard. And that's not where I left off. They cut the donut sandwich in half and then dunked it in cereal. One side was Captain Crunch
One
and
side?
one side was Fruity Pebbles.
Holy shit.
And Ness, I believe you got a waffle ice cream sandwich?
Yeah, so my
my God.
sandwich was Eggo waffle with Blue Moon flavored custard
Fuck.
with Fruity Pebbles.
Blue waffle, amazing.
He had the blue waffle.
I did. I had the blue waffle.
That shit looked crazy, man. You should have seen it.
The first 3 bites were phenomenal. After that, it slowly went downhill. When you realized what you're eating and what the fuck you look like, you're like, damn, maybe I should go
A fatty
on a
boom
diet.
bag. That is a once a year thing to eat.
Bumbleclot Eggo with the fucking Fruity Pebble. Steven, I can't support you no more. It's a feed fucking a family of 3.
What is this? What is this?
You never seen that video of there's this kid, he made breakfast. Steven, how many bumbleclot egg you fry? He's like, 6 bumba pussy rasclot egg.
Yo.
100 strips of bacon and 3 pussy clot eggo. This is not breakfast, Steven. We cannot support you no more, Steven.
Why does he sound Indian and Jamaican?
I'm not very good at it.
Okay.
But it's a Jamaican lady.
It
It's
sounds
a
like,
Jamaican lady.
you're hearkening on that guy who's like, motherfucking double
Yeah,
cup
yeah,
slowly.
yeah.
Motherfucking double gulp.
We got to
But,
work on our Chet Hanks impression.
But yeah, poor Steven.
Puyaka.
Poor yard man Steven is just on the bulking ting. Leave him alone. Let him have his 6 bumba pussy rascalot egg.
There we go.
But it's a plate full of eggs. A plate full of eggs and so much bacon. 100 strips of bacon. It's crazy.
Maybe
It
it
trying to
sounds
get
like
big?
Conor McGregor doing a
Maybe
bump.
it was like
fucking hilarious.
those little pieces of bacon I used to make in a day. You throw in the microwave for like 30 seconds. They used to.
Like 3 inches long.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
But how it looked was like a
fast food
cluster
bacon.
of tangled bacon. It looks like he just plopped it all in a pan and just tangled all of the bacon until it was crispy.
That's how you would think it works if you were a kid. Is it a kid?
He was like 17,
Oh,
yeah.
my fucking. Yeah, same thing.
Steven was on the bulking ting.
Oh, bulking. Oh. Well.
He had 3
you
pussy
do?
rascalot eggo.
3
3 Eggos,
Yeah.
6 eggs, and a whole package of bacon. She said it could feed a family of 4.
That's incredible.
I can't support you no more, Steven.
They don't got
I need that
EBT
right
in
now.
Jamaica.
We need to do the
No.
Steven challenge. After we do the Crave Case and 240s challenge or the Steven
Whole
challenge.
pack of bacon.
We'll give you
6
some beef
eggs.
bacon.
Yeah.
Half a dozen eggs.
Turkey bacon.
Oh, turkey.
I like turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon is pretty good. This is the food podcast. We're
Food
recording,
hour.
recording
We
live
be
from
hungry.
the Frudio.
We be
Eats
hungry.
hour.
Yeah, eats out. It's not. Don't got the same ring to it.
We got all the real eaters in here.
This podcast is brought to you
Pause.
by Panda Express and Del Taco. Yeah. Yo, listen. No pause.
This
Nah.
show is for real eaters only.
Real eaters. You hear that snack talk? We are real fine cuisine diners. This podcast is brought to you by Del Taco and Panda Express today. Panda Express. Eat Panda. Del Taco.
And Wendy's.
What's in yo taco?
And Wendy's. $14
What's in your
combo.
taco?
What the fuck?
Panda is real
And
panda
then
meat.
Wendy's, man up.
Man up.
Wendy's, man up. We're just switching all of the.
No, you gotta.
Man up.
No, you gotta
The
man up.
catchphrases.
You want. Actually,
That's
you
great.
a couple years ago you had to man up, right? Because they had the 4 for $4.
Yes.
If you had a vagina, but
What?
there wasn't also. No,
I never
Here-
ate 3 4-for-4s? That's
Do-
$12.
Do
12
I
for
look?
12.
That's $12.
Do I look like a little
3
boy to
burgers,
you?
3 fries, 12 nuggets, 4 drinks.
I understand the value in the quantity, but do I look like a little boy to you?
I'm telling you.
There's the 4 for $4, but then there also used to be the Biggie Bag. For $1 more, you got the bigger burger with bacon.
No, actually, when the 4
Supersize
for 4
me.
come out, there wasn't a Biggie Bag, and it was just a 4 for 4. And
I
then
know.
they added the Biggie Bag.
The Biggie
Now
Bag is
there
for real
only
men.
the Biggie Bag.
The Biggie now, now they gypped us. It sucks. All there is a Biggie Bag. They need the biggest bag.
Yeah.
I want the biggest bag for
The
$6.
bigger bag.
That's
The
the
bigger
Baconator
bag.
combo.
That's basically the extra most bestest of Wendy's. This is the
Yeah.
Biggie Bag.
We need to explain extra most bestest.
And when it first
anyone-
came out, I thought it was because of
my
the
God.
Notorious movie that just came. I was like, oh, they're doing something for Biggie. It had
Promotion.
had nothing to do with it.
Oh. Word is born, son. the
I want the
Biggie bag.
B.I.G. bag.
Give me 2.
It comes with the baked potato instead of fries.
Anyone
And
who doesn't know
chili.
the extra most bestest is how Little Caesars squeezes an extra fucking buck out of you because they're greedy cocksuckers. And it's like the same pizza, I swear to God. You can get a hot and ready, which is like $6 now.
Yeah, I didn't know
$6
that.
now.
I didn't know.
But
Fuck
for
that.
$7.50,
You can get extra most
Butter
bestest, which has
butter
more
parm,
cheese and
$10
pepperoni.
now. Hot and ready butter parm, $10.
You're bullshitting.
I swear, I just
Used to be 7.
no. Yeah, it used to be 6 when the hot and ready was 5.
it used
Real
to
talk.
be 5 if they showed you some love.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one we used to go to Berkeley High School. The one on was
Coolidge.
that Coolidge?
Yep.
Yeah, walk there. Grab
They
one
be
real quick.
fucking around over there. You go up and ask for a cheese hot and ready. That'll be 20 minutes. Motherfucker, people eat
What are
cheese
y'all
too.
doing?
People eat cheese too. Why you ain't got cheese ready? You realize you
Cheese,
live
that's like
next
a
to a
base
dominantly
ingredient.
Jewish neighborhood, but here's the thing. Jewish people be eating whatever the fuck they,
They
want.
do.
If it's
They do.
good, they don't care.
Yummy.
They'll break the rules. Pepperoni, fine. Ham, fine.
You never
Facts,
broke the
facts.
rules?
Jews even had to invent turkey ham. Because there was so much. Yes, turkey ham.
They
Look it up.
invented
Turkey ham.
I'd try it.
Turkey ham.
All deli meats are like invented
I've
by
heard
the
of turkey
Jews.
bacon, but turkey ham is
Turkey
Turkey
ham
ham.
is crazy.
It's crazy.
You
It's
never
like-
broken the rules?
No,
Never had pulled pork?
no. I
Damn,
had
that sucks.
when I first started smoking weed.
Yeah.
I tried the McRib and I felt so bad.
Man,
I
that was
felt
the
horrible.
only
That's
time.
a-
That was
I
the
was
only
like
time
the-
you had haram food. Is what you're
Well,
saying?
I accidentally ate ribs. We ordered lamb ribs and they sent pork
yeah,
and
Like,
like
never had bacon?
no.
you're not missing
Not
out
that
on
I know
bacon,
of.
really.
Yes, you are.
He's missed a barbecue pulled pork. That's what I feel bad about.
No,
man.
that's
Pulled
that's
chicken's
disgusting.
good. Brisket's good.
so good.
Brisket
Yeah,
clears
see,
all that
then
shit.
Bacon, anything else
Bacon.
doesn't compare to pork bacon. No.
100 fucking
bacon-
strip of
Pork
bacon.
is the best. It's pretty fucking good.
It's the best. Nothing comes close.
More cookies.
had
Holy
Those are the
cannoli.
lemon.
This is the
What
snack
you put in these
episode.
cookies.
This episode is brought to you by Big Cookie. Go to your local supermarket and
Big
get a bag of
Cookie.
cookies now.
Big cookie. And
Cookie boys. We
is
are the
putting
cookie boys.
fortune cookie out of business.
Can we
Fortune cookies
briefly
taste like
discuss? Do you guys know the Pillsbury sugar cookies with like the pictures of stuff on
Yes, with like the
Those are some of
pumpkin
my-
and
yeah.
the Christmas tree.
them?
Yes.
The ghost. Those are some of my favorite cookies of all time.
Dude.
It's been
Oh.
too long.
I like the
What's
mall
up? You
Mrs.
haven't made it in a
Fields
while?
cookies.
Mm,
Whenever
crazy.
I
Small
see a
ones.
Mrs. Fields,
I like the small ones.
I just go crazy.
Those
there.
cookies, those chocolate chips, man.
Do you hey,
fresh
who do
out
you
of the
think-
oven. It's been a while since I've had.
who do
some
you
fresh
think is
cookies.
hotter?
Yeah.
Who do you think is hotter, Auntie on or Miss Fields?
Auntie on.
Mrs. Fields.
Auntie on. Auntie on.
Auntie on.
Auntie Ann.
Annie Ann or Auntie
I'm
on?
gonna just put it like this, you know.
Who do you
Auntie
who
on
do you
is
think's
the kind
hotter?
of lady you marry, but Mrs. Fields,
Girl, you fool around with.
Mrs. Fields
you
is a
take her to
mistress.
the drive-in and get in the back seat with Mrs.
Ah, yeah. Hell yeah.
I feel that.
Hell yeah.
Let me keep it 1,000 here. The things I would do to Auntie Anne's minge,
Yo.
illegal in 13 states. I'm putting that cinnamon sugar
Is she
on.
Auntie on or
Illegal in
Auntie
the
Ann.
13 colonies.
Why wouldn't it be anything else? It's Auntie Anne.
But Auntie on.
Auntie Anne.
Auntie
That's-
on.
See, y'all don't be moaning in your girl's ear. I be in my girl's ear like Auntie Anne. Auntie Anne.
Be in my girl's ear
Oh,
burping.
Auntie
'Cause I
on.
just ate. No, I'm just kidding.
Man.
I had a big meal.
I'll be
I had
in
a
there.
big meal. I had a big meal.
What's crazy is I actually heard Orange Julius and Mrs. Fields were kind of fucking around for a while.
Isn't
is
Orange
Orange
Julius
Julius?
fucking the Dairy Queen?
Now he is, but I mean, they
Damn,
kind of had an.
he gets around.
They didn't have an affair. Mrs. Fields described it as an entanglement with Orange Julius, but they were fooling around with each other for a little bit. It kind of went under the radar.
Orange
Y'all
Julius
was
Irving
tapped
going
into the-
crazy.
That
Y'all
was for
think
like 2 years.
Auntie Anne is related to Aunt Jemima?
Maybe.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I think
That's fake news.
Maybe they're a part of the Auntie Club.
the Auntie Club. They're on. It's a secret, like Illuminati club of the Auntie foods.
See,
What is Jemima's last name? Is
an
it Tubman?
auntie you can
She
look
looks
like.
like-
First
you
name
think
is
it's
Auntie,
Tubman?
Listen,
last
Christ.
name's
She looks like a
Jemima.
Tubman, doesn't
Aunt
she? look-
Jemima.
Here's the difference between
She do look
Aunt
like
and
Harriet
Aunt
Tubman.
Jemima. Here's the difference between Aunt Annie. Auntie, you can fuck an auntie, but
Yeah.
you can't fuck an aunt.
No.
You know what I mean?
Speaking
That's why
of
Young Thug said, "I used to want to fuck my auntie." He didn't
Crazy.
Say,
That was a very vulnerable
he
thing
didn't
to
say my aunt because you can't fuck your aunt. Everybody knows that.
Auntie,
Auntie's
yes.
different.
Fair game.
Auntie's different.
I mean, it's like a
How to
woman
fuck your
saying,
auntie.
"I would have
Guys
fucked
look.
Dunk." You know, it's the same thing.
Wait, what?
It's like a woman saying, I'd fuck Unk."
Oh, okay.
It's the same
Wait,
thing.
Slim, did you see the message I sent in Discord? The open pit?
Oh, open pit Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Oh man, we've been making
Open pit is sexual harassment.
Open pit barbecue sauce.
We made some Gran
Sweet baby.
Turismo
Fuck
race
that.
suits and matching cars. I got like a McDonald's Ford GT.
The French's suit goes
The
crazy.
French's mustard full suit is one of my crowning achievements. So you're saying open pit should be
Open
one.
pit.
I bet there's only a couple logos. It's hard when there's only a couple. French's had the old school logo.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
It had like a text. It had a lot. It had a lot
Stubs.
going on.
Sweet Baby Ray's is good. Open pit is just,
Open pit, you got to add shit too.
Open.
Yeah. I hate open
Open
pit.
pit's
though.
a
I hate
last
it.
resort,
I
bro.
hate open pit.
It's a
It was the-
base.
it was
No,
the-
it's a good
Dodge
It was
base.
Viper.
the first resort for my mom when she was grocery shopping.
In retaliation to
Bro,
French's.
it's like $1.50 a bottle too.
Until
I
I
bought
got to
open
like
pit.
middle school.
I bought open pit several times.
She
bro.
bought
It makes a
just like
great
$2.
base.
She
It
bought
makes a
Sweet
great
Baby Ray
base.
one time on accident, and I was like, "Don't ever buy the other shit again."
Have y'all ever had
The first time you had Sweet Baby Ray's like, where the
Sweet
fuck has this
enough
been all
or
my
hot
life?
enough?
What's
Is it
that?
called sweet enough or hot enough?
What's that?
It's a sauce. It's a good sauce.
Did y'all know Sweet
I like
Baby Ray
Stubbs,
is
who's
white?
like the Aunt Jemima's barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's Aunt Jemima's boyfriend.
Sweet Baby
right
Ray
there.
is white.
Yeah,
I believe that.
he's white.
He's white.
He's
He
like
probably
the-
fucked Aunt Jemima.
That's
Stubbs
why,
is a
why it's
loyal
so
man.
sweet. That's
I was
why it's
gonna,
so
I was
sweet.
gonna
He got
say
some of
he
the Jemima.
probably kept Aunt Jemima around the house.
Yeah.
So let's get the
He's
affair
probably a
tree in order.
housemaid.
No, Schweppes is Jewish.
Of course.
Maybe that's-
Who was he fucking?
Maybe that's the secret.
was
you
Dr.
add,
Brown
you add
fucking?
Aunt Jemima to open pit, and you got Sweet Baby Ray.
A cracker in a barrel.
Yo. So Aunt Jemima fucked John Open Pit, the founder of Open Pit, and their child was Sweet Baby Ray's.
That's crazy.
That's
The
insane.
Sauce cinematic universe is incredible.
Don't get us started. A1 is like Thanos in that universe.
Oh,
Because he's like the
A1?
most expensive bottle in the sauce aisle.
Okay, that might be right.
That bottle is expensive as fuck for no reason.
A1?
Yeah, the
Is it
big
like
bottle
$4?
of A1's like $9.
You're paying
now.
for the
The
bottle.
glass
It's a
bottle,
unique
though,
bottle.
baby. It's
Yes,
the glass
glass.
bottle.
It's like Activist, real glass. You know what I'm saying? It's good sauce.
Real act.
If I'm not supposed to put it on steak, why do they make it so good?
I haven't put it on steaks in a long time.
Tripping, it's delicious.
How can you say something
Actually,
so controversial?
I was at
It's
a
so
restaurant
brazen?
It's
one
insane.
time. I was at a restaurant recently. I saw somebody.
Go ahead and cancel me.
order
I like
a
A1
steak.
steak
And was like,
sauce.
do you have steak sauce? And I like looked at them like,
They asked for it at the restaurant?
yeah.
Was it a steakhouse?
it was like a fine dining restaurant.
That's very rude. That's
Yeah.
you
I
know, yeah, that's what I'm
context.
Y'all want to know what Jeff Teague does to get around that?
Mm-hmm.
He eats his steak well done and with ketchup.
Oh my god.
So he'll go to a fine dining establishment, order his steak with fries, and then he'll ask for ketchup with the fries. He'll put it on the fry plate and then just dip it. He doesn't make a big deal about it. He's like, that's how I like to eat my shit.
Listen, if you want to get an $8
Well
steak,
done.
Yeah.
you want to get an $8 steak and throw it on the fucking charcoal Weber, you know what I mean, for a few minutes and then put some A1 on it, fine. If you're in a restaurant and it's good, it's some bone-in shit you're paying $100 for, if you ask them for
I feel
A1, you
like
need your ass
I
beat.
feel like
Get
there's
ketchup
no way
instead.
you can have a well done steak after you've had like a medium
A
rare.
good one?
Yeah.
Yeah, medium rare's the best.
Medium rare, medium well.
I ate medium well for about my whole life, right before it becomes gray.
I like medium now.
I like medium rare now. I try to get hard sear and then I take it off and let the cooking do the rest of his job.
Can we start
Podcast
saying
brought to you
play?
by steak.
Yeah. I was saying pause night, they should have handed out badges. Are you here to pause or are you here to play? If you're here to play, you gay as hell.
Where's
if you're
play
here to
night?
pause, you straight.
Whoa.
Where's play
yeah.
night? We should go to that.
Play night.
I'm not trying to go to play night.
night.
Wait,
Tonight.
wait.
Play
Hold
night's
on.
The
tonight
popper-
after
After we
Yeah,
finish
wait.
these high noons, it's going to be play night. Let me tell
No.
you.
Pause.
Yo.
Pause.
You know what? Listen.
Rewind. What's next? I want to go to next.
I'm
Strike
just
that
saying-
from the
Yeah,
record.
skip night.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like whipping my dick
Repeat.
out.
Hey,
Boink.
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 The best memes are the ones
Shout
where
out to
it's just a
Jason.
Facebook photo
Facebook
text.
meme.
It's a text meme and it just says, "Hey, no cap, I'm trying to pull my dick out."
It's just
Boink.
some ratchet dumb shit. That's the best one.
I recently re-downloaded Facebook,
How's it
and
like
the
on
amount
there?
of original, they don't even know they're being funny. They're just
yeah, don't even know.
they're just talking, bro.
Yeah.
They're just saying, I'm like
Being
bro,
themselves.
It's so
It's
fucking
crazy.
true. It's
It's
so
crazy.
funny. You find the funniest shit on there. It's like unintentionally hilarious.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Okay, so from the desk of somebody I have added on Facebook. He's probably like 50 years old, older cat. I'll pull it up.
I've been removing people on Facebook.
This pissed me off. It was a text post that said, "You can fake moan, but you can't fake that leg shake." With the and then he doubles down. He doubles down with the caption of his own and says, "And she definitely couldn't fake them whole body convulsions."
Did he spell convulsions?
Strong emoji
Did he
and
spell
sunglasses.
convulsions?
Oh my
Right.
God.
Guys,
Oh my
did.
God.
We got to say it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Freak
Freak
hour.
hour.
Oh, I didn't know what we were saying. Fuck.
I know.
Every episode we got freak hour at this point.
This guy pisses me
This
off.
is a freaky, horny,
He has a
nasty,
freaky post at like
sloppy,
3
messy
p.m. every day.
podcast.
Everybody's got. You know how everybody has their poop cycle? I think the same is for your boner.
A boner cycle?
He said,
I get a boner every morning around
New York
7
City.
a.m.
He
Yeah.
said
gotta
you
wake up with
can't
it.
fake those
You're at
convulsions.
We're about halfway. We're at Benjamin.
Let's hit the Shelton
New York
Benjamin
City, that's a
versus
very-
the Chris Benoit.
New York City, that's a very important, horny statement right there. He said you can't fake these full-body convulsions.
With the strong emoji. With the strong and sunglass emoji.
Of the bicep emoji.
Yeah, listen. That's called motherfucking bars, nigga.
You know nothing about that.
Sorry, that's just Stephen A. Sorry.
Brother, you just don't have it.
Tastes really good.
I do like y'all were talking about it one time. I do like when Stephen A does those random questions and he gets in that low voice. He's like, let me tell you something.
Now listen, I'll have you know.
There's no way Ash Ketchum is the best ever. One world championship, New York City.
I mean, that's facts.
song say? Gotta catch 'em all.
Hold on. When did,
he caught them all.
when did Ash Ketchum finally win one? Was that 2020? Oh,
We were
the
legally
bubble?
driving.
Oh, the Pokemon bubble. Yeah, that's a Mickey Mouse ring for Ash Ketchum for sure.
He won the Alala League. That was the first time he's
The
ever
who
won a
what
league?
league?
Gen 7.
The Leel.
Yeah. Flair's passing around the Freak Bob pen.
Freak bottle.
Horchata.
SpongeBob
Liquid
Freak
diamond.
Pants. SpongeBob Freak Hour.
So, if Stephen A was asked, Stephen A, what's your favorite sex position? Respectfully, Dale from Tennessee. Dale.
No. Here we go. Well, Dale.
Dale. It all depends on who, the when, the where, the why, and the how. Because boy, how do I like them back shots. They are special. When you are grabbing the lower extremity of her back and you are just thrusting your member into her minge.
Oh,
good golly.
You in the minge.
Minge, he would not say minge. He might say crevice. I like the crevice.
Austin's on a
Stephen A. used to say crevice when he was younger.
Austin's on a minge tear lately.
I've been on a minge
Where did you
tear.
learn that? I heard that on British TV
Yeah.
shows. Were you watching the In-Betweeners?
No, so Rocket Power Mohawk said it. He said he said something about George Russell's minge.
You
He's
had to
like-
look it up?
Yeah. Well, I figured he was talking about his pussy, but
I heard minge on South Park when it was the episode about Oprah's vagina and her asshole.
oh,
They were voiced. Her asshole and her vagina were
Oprah's
voiced.
minge.
And he's like, "Yo, I'm
Minge.
Oprah's
Ugh.
minge." And they were like, they were both British. Yeah, it was so funny. You couldn't do that. No one else could do that. An episode about somebody's vagina and a butthole.
No,
Hell
They-
no.
They had a whole character
Family
arc.
Guy couldn't get away with.
They went
that.
out like Bonnie and Clyde.
Rick and Morty. Could
Rick
get
and
away.
Morty probably could.
They
Rick and Morty.
They stood up. The vagina stood up a bank, I think, with a gun. The
Yes, I remember that.
And like they like went out like Bonnie and Clyde. They shot her vagina.
Oprah's minge.
It sounds like that episode of the Boondocks. It's also the Oprah episode where Huey's fighting that fucking Bushido guy. He's like a fucking
think I've
karate
seen
professor. You haven't seen that?
No.
They get into it. It's the best anime episode. It's the best anime fight ever.
I'm drunk as a
Widow
skunk
Away
and
to
twice
Boondocks
as
is-
smelly.
The Widow Way to Boondocks is the best enemy of all time.
There's a cheat code in Red Dead Redemption 1. You type it in. I'm dead ass serious. I'm drunk as a skunk and twice as smelly.
What does it unlock?
It makes you drunk. It makes John Marston drunk. Permanently drunk. And he's
Red Dead 2 or 1?
one.
Are you a different guy in 2?
Please speak into the microphone.
I don't want them to hear me. I don't want them to hear my uneducatedness about video games.
Yeah, you're Arthur Morgan.
In 2, you're Arthur Morgan. In 1, you're John Marston.
No spoilers.
Nah, Dame's
No
a real
spoilers.
gamer. He plays Val. He's on that Val with me.
Yeah.
We play
See,
Valorant.
Game of the
normally,
year. Game of
normally
the
it's
year.
been.
Valorant Console Edition, Game of the Year.
Game of the
when
year.
did
I
you
told
talking
them
about?
I'd play if you agreed to play.
Nick and
I'm not
Austin
playing.
aren't real games.
I didn't
Why
think you
not?
would.
Kiss it goodbye. Stick a fork in it.
Rude.
Not Red Dead 2 came out what 2017ish, 16ish,
18, 19.
18ish.
Long time ago.
God,
It's
I think it
been
was
6
18.
years, but even that's a game that was so good that I refuse to spoil. I'll
Yeah.
spoil any. Listen, Deadpool and Wolverine, I didn't see it, but I wanted to find out what happened just to spoil.
You tell people?
Just to tell people who wanted to go see the movie.
That's good.
But Red Dead 2, go find out for yourself. Metal Gear Solid 1 through 5, go find out for
Yeah.
yourself. I'll never spoil these.
Yeah,
These
well,
are like sacred.
I feel you on that.
Ask me what's Metal Gear Solid about.
Doritos Crash Course 2? Go find out for yourself.
Yeah.
Slim, could you
yeah.
give a brief summary of what Metal Gear Solid 1 is about?
Yeah.
That sums it up. Yeah.
That's all you
Play
can
as
say.
a guy.
Yeah.
All you can say.
In the first solid type game, just as Death Stranding was the first Strand type game.
Yeah.
You
Shout
are
out to all the
solid.
strands.
I might have to play a little Death Stranding tonight.
You should.
I'm telling you.
I kind of want to play it in between Metal
We
Gear.
on Valorant tonight?
There could
Yeah,
be
we got
value in
that
that. That'd be
balance,
interesting.
100%.
Back and forth.
That'd be interesting. I'd
Yeah.
love to see what you think about it because you
Yeah.
might draw some parallels that I might have missed. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Why won't you play Valorant? Is you because you think the people that play it are gay? Is that essentially what it is?
There's like 5 games I refuse to touch.
Speaking
That's
of
one them.
Valorant,
Why?
Flair sucks at it. Second
No.
game on, me and Mark carried the fucking team. 3v5.
Oh,
Flair had 12 kills. Mark had 24. I had 20. Keep in mind, this is my second
I'm a
game
support
ever. on
character.
fucking
I'm a support character.
So there's 5 games I refuse to touch.
Okay, I want to hear them.
League of Legends,
Okay, valid.
Very valid.
very valid.
Yeah.
You know, the people who play that with the little fedoras and all that. and
the
You know,
Neos.
that's one of them. Number 2 is Overwatch. I refuse to get on it. I got on it once and got messaged in a casual match
It happens all
to
the time.
change my character. In a casual match.
That's crazy.
He's like, get off, soldier. We need a healer or something. We need a tank. Like, go fuck yourself. Why don't you figure it out?
Can I say something very quick? Overwatch probably has the worst people in the world playing that video game. Leave
Absolutely.
it at that.
No question.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft is 3. It's because we got RuneScape at home. We got RuneScape at home. I'll never touch World of Warcraft.
I don't know about
I'm
that.
sure it's
a
great.
classic. It's a hood classic.
I'm sure it's great. All the people who play it and have played both say it's better, but I'm a RuneScape kid. I grew up playing RuneScape. So it's dumb logic, but there's my logic. Valorant is number 4.
4? What?
Number 4. That's the 4th game because I'm having a hard time thinking of the 5th, but I know there's one more. Oh, Pokemon Unite.
Okay.
Which is just League of Legends, but Pokemon.
So real
Yeah.
quick, Cricket 24 is still on the table for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Handball 24 is still on the
Police Simulator is still on the table
Yes.
for you.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's
Yes.
go. Okay.
Right on.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna take my
all
wins.
of these
Man.
dumb
I'm gonna take
fucking
my- I'm gonna
stupid
take my
games.
wins.
Warzone. I've never played a game of Warzone. I don't plan to.
Warzone blows.
Yeah, it
Fucking
sucks.
200
It's-
gigabyte install for me to uninstall it later.
Campers. It's just,
I mean, real shit.
Yeah, you need to be like, that's a game you have to play only that.
Yeah.
And like,
Because it's taking
'Cause
up
it takes
half
your
your
whole
fizzle.
console.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Fat
It's
fucking
good.
hog
worth
of a
it, though.
game.
It's not even
I'm
worth
good.
it.
I'm
Regular
good.
Call of Duty.
Gran
is just so
Turismo
much
takes
better.
140 gigs, and I don't bitch about it. You know why? Because that game's very high
'Cause
quality.
you like it.
Yeah. And it's a high quality game. I'm not mad at it. They had to slowly patch their way to a high quality game, but they did it. Good for them.
I'm just saying, if Valorant Console Edition does not win Game of the Year, I think Police Simulator, which came out 2 years ago, is going to give it a run for its
I
money.
just feel like if
Listeners,
you're
you
good
should check out Police Simulator. You can give people jaywalking
No, it was
tickets
so
and point
funny.
a
You
gun
were-
at them.
Yeah, there was a guy like he was littering, and you're like, "All right, put your hands up, motherfucker."
Oh yeah, this guy
He
was,
was doing
Let me
that.
see your hand.
this guy was littering, and I pointed my gun at him, and then the game like demotes you when you do that. I got like three excessive gun use warnings, and mind you, that was a taser. The next day, my next shift, I should say, I found out how to use my actual gun.
After he went to the ball, y'all.
You're lucky I didn't find nothing on nobody. You're lucky I didn't fire it anywhere. I
I could
cleaned
have
up.
shot somebody in the
Man,
foot.
well, I mean, what if? I mean, guys, I don't know if you guys noticed I'm a little sluggish. I just had a hell of a day yesterday, man. I must have wrote about 21 parking tickets, expired tags, parking on the sidewalk, shit like that, and then fucking 3-car accident. 50 feet away as I'm writing a ticket. So what do? I go check it out. I make sure everyone's okay, blah, blah, blah. I asked one of the ladies, she's got this big van. It's all banged up. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm crazy. Her pupils are all dilated, fucked up. So I take a look around. What do I see in the back? Motherfucking handgun. What do I see on her person? Amphetamines. What do I see on the drug test? Sure enough, methamphetamines. This poor woman caused a 3-car pileup. Not poor woman. This stupid woman caused a 3-car
pistol
pileup.
whipped her.
She was high on meth with a gun in the car. Am I not supposed to do anything? I took her ass downtown. I gave her 2 infractions.
2 infractions for a 3-car pileup.
No, listen. Illegal possession of a firearm and a DUI.
Okay.
She was driving fucked up.
The meth was decriminalized?
The meth is not decriminalized. Weed, you know what's funny? Weed is decriminalized in the game.
Really?
I searched a guy. He had an
Wait, what color was this woman?
You're
This
allowed
is
to
a white woman.
You're allowed to have an
Wow.
ounce of
Blonde,
weed
this is a
on you.
blonde white woman I pulled over with a gun on the car, driving
No
driving on
sympathy.
Adderall.
No sympathy.
Hell, not in my town. Jesus. I arrested someone for littering.
She lived through the '60s. Fuck.
I arrested someone for littering. He had a switchblade on him, so. But
He's littering and you
weed
clear
is
your gun
legal
at
in the
him.
game. I searched a guy and he had an ounce on him because I smelled weed. It says you smell weed, and I searched he had a fucking ounce on him. It's like 60-year-old white-haired man, and it's like citizens are allowed to carry an ounce of marijuana on them. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, this game rocks.
What if you would have just shot him?
I could have.
He was resisting.
I think
Can
it'd
you
be
appeal? Yeah, like,
I think-
if you shoot him.
Actually, I'm gonna try shooting him tonight. You get 2 weeks paid vacation, and then it becomes Cancun Simulator. You just shoot
It's
some
a
porn.
cheat code. It's
Sandal
a cheat code.
simulator.
You shoot somebody for no reason. They send you to Europe. You're in Venice for 2 weeks on paid vacation.
There's actually
Sandal
there's trophies for shooting civilians. In there. The platinum trophy's called "I Can't Breathe."
Yo.
That'd be crazy.
Yo.
Whoa. Oh shit.
Derek Chauvin Hall of Fame is
Jesus
the platinum
Christ.
trophy.
Oh my god.
We
It's
are
his
not gonna
face.
clip that. That
No.
one's for the listeners.
Yeah.
One of the titles is
Let me
That's
be
a
clear.
deep
This is
cut.
a premium episode.
Yeah.
This is going on Patreon only
Yeah.
for our paid subscribers.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's fucked up. That's the only thing. If you feel
Police
weird playing
simulator.
that game, you shouldn't be able to play a cop simulator game.
Damn, I want
It's
that on
fucked up.
Xbox now. I'm kind of jealous.
It's probably on there.
It's probably
I
on
wanna-
there.
All those simulator games are like on everything.
They should make a movie about that guy who only plays police simulator and he becomes a cop.
He becomes a
Just
cop.
like
like
Gran
Gran
Turismo.
Turismo.
Oh, that'd be so
Something
funny.
fire.
That'd be so good.
Let me see your fucking hand.
He starts off as a streamer playing police simulator, then becomes like
Becomes the best cop ever.
Hey, he dresses up as a cop on stream at the computer.
Get on the fucking
He's
ground.
got a mustache and everything.
That'd be so
He gets a
fucking funny.
bro. 5 years later, he's
good
got a
idea,
Punisher
actually.
tattoo. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Fuck that! Imagine an actual streamer impersonating a
fucking
cop.
great.
He's just like pulling people over, like
That's on your head. There's a horrible cop just on the fucking ground.
what's it called when
Points
they
a gun at
impersonate military people, false flagging or something? You just-
Stolen Valor.
Stolen Valor.
Yeah.
It is not something to be joked about.
Is this it? Police simulators, patrol officers?
Yes, patrol officers.
It's
You
on
write tickets,
Xbox.
you
It
arrest
is?
people, you
It's on
point your gun
Xbox.
at people.
I don't know.
Listen, you
What
get
does
a.
it cost?
It was free for me. So if you got, it's on PlayStation Game Pass. You might have it on your Game Pass.
And I want to
Xbox
touch it
Game Pass.
on the free games real quick.
Yeah.
People who are good at like Warzone, like that's the only game you can play.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
he's calling you out.
It's free.
Bum.
That's the only one you got.
fucking bum.
You got Warzone, Fortnite, and Apex on your shit. That's it. That's all I want to say about that.
They don't even have 2K.
Don't even have 2K.
Man, I bet during the summer, like during
They
like,
gotta wait for 2K to drop like at the end of the year.
you know what I bet is
They gotta wait
crazy?
for the year later when it dropped for free.
Playing the free games during the summer, playing like Fortnite, Apex during the summer at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday, which is something I've never really done because I have a job. So it's the unemployed or like something like Madden. It's the unemployed and the children battling each other online, and it's probably the most intense games ever.
I was playing Apex like recently, and this guy, I fucked up one match. I'd be playing ranked on that shit. I fucked up one match. This dude messaged me. And he was like, "Go back to Madden." But I just recently
wow.
checked. I went back to the message because I didn't look at his profile pic. The dude's profile pic is just some black dude flashing a bunch of money. Like,
Go back to Madden.
go back to Madden.
Shout out Madden.
Shout out Madden 24.
Lions about to be crazy on Madden.
Do you guys remember the first game you ran your mouth on?
Call of Duty.
It was Halo 3 for me.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Yeah.
It was Call of Duty Black
Overwatch.
Ops 1 for me.
Halo 3. I owned you, bitch. I owned you.
I went on my first Halo 3 multiplayer game with the headset and everything at my boy's house, and this guy said something along the lines of drinking cum out of a water fountain.
Oh my god!
This guy was like cooking me as a little kid. He's like, go, something about a water fountain and cum. I don't know what he was getting at, but
Bro, today's kids will never understand how good those lobbies were.
oh man, they
They'd
were
cry.
awesome. The low quality
These
sound.
kids would cry. And then they'd just report you for saying this shit.
And then back then, reporting didn't do shit.
No.
You could report
You had to-
somebody a million.
You used to be able to finesse a free. You could finesse a free gamer tag change. Message to all friends: could you guys please report my gamer tag? I'm trying to get a new
This is
gamer tag. And then their bio and shit would be code of conduct, code of conduct, code
Yeah.
of
Miss those
conduct,
days.
and then you get the free
Yeah.
name change.
Because back in those days, Xbox was the shit, and everybody who had PlayStation was ghetto.
If you had
You talk
PS3,
because it was
Three.
free.
Yeah.
You weren't paying to play.
the PS3 was some only child shit, man. That was $600 when it came
Yeah.
out.
And PlayStation
Yeah, it was
servers
weird.
were shit back then. I remember because
Yep.
people always complain about the PlayStation servers.
You remember they had a 128 player game? It was called MAG or something. It
Yeah,
was
it
like 64
sucked.
on
It
64.
wasn't fun.
trash.
I
played
wonder
it.
if it's like because Microsoft's like American, if that's
Yeah,
why the
maybe.
internet was better. Because everybody, if you were anybody, you had Xbox. Even
Yeah.
though you had to pay, you would rather be there anyway.
Nintendo shit is
I never,
still fucking
I never paid
terrible.
for shit back then. Like my parents, when I was a kid, I was on Club Penguin. They weren't paying for that. RuneScape, I got
Yeah, I
1
had
month
Xbox.
for my birthday once.
that
Now
was
that
it.
you bring
Yeah.
it up, I do remember having Xbox Gold, and I don't ever remember my mom paying for it.
Yeah, you
like
get
I was
something.
She
You'd
would
always
like
have it.
she would like take my game away if I got in trouble, and I would steal it back, and like there's no way I was paying for that shit.
You got to get the cards.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
you got to get the cards. yeah.
Oh yeah, that is.
You have to get the
That's
cards
right.
from
You had to get the
7-Eleven, yeah.
1600 Microsoft
Oh.
points from
Yes.
7-Eleven.
That's
The
crazy.
Microsoft points. I forgot about that.
I remember,
Xbox gift cards.
Oh my god.
I remember stealing some
Oh my-
and trying
They
to
don't
call
work.
Xbox and saying like, "Who doesn't work?"
Have y'all ever upped the 4,000 point card? The $50
No.
John?
No,
You feel like a
4,000
fucking
points.
king. You feel like a
4,000
king.
points looks fucking crazy when you're 13. We're like, oh my god. I'm like,
So many games.
You know, what am I gonna buy? I'm gonna buy Avatar clothes.
My avatar was
I bought so
crispy.
many gamer
My
pictures.
avatar
The
was
Aqua Teen
crispy.
ones, those were bought.
I think my avatar is like John Marston's clothes or some shit. I don't know.
Mine is-
They were
no,
ahead
no,
of-
he looks like Future.
they
I
were
made him look
ahead
like
of the
Mine's
Future.
still
game with
Carl,
those
I think, on my
microtransactions.
original.
My brother's is still on my Xbox. When I look at it, it's still Walter White.
Fire.
He made Walter White so long ago, and it looks just
Fire.
like him. He wasn't even really trying. It looks just
They
like
need
him.
to bring that back.
Avatars, yeah, that was
Like
fun.
They had it
PlayStation
on the
5,
one, right?
Oh man, that'd be.
They
hard.
had
I
them on
don't
the
know.
one. I think
Do
they were
they?
on the one. Yeah.
They need to bring back PS Home.
You have
Go with
Mii's on the
Avatar.
you have Mii's on the Switch, but I don't think anyone uses it. You know what I mean? I
No.
never did.
You
don't-
use
they
them
don't
in
use
you
it
use them
enough.
in Mario Kart, or you
Yeah.
use them in Switch Sports if you like.
But nobody ever does.
I don't know what's
Smash.
on there.
Smash has Mii's, right?
If you play any Mii fighter in
We
Smash,
need
you're
to
a
update
virgin.
Wii. We need to update it
You're a
Wii.
virgin. Mii fighters. If you play any of the 3 Mii fighters, you're a virgin.
We need to
Bro.
update
All
it
those
Wii.
selections you got, and you're playing as yourself, you're a virgin.
Man,
Or you're playing as some
Nope.
goofy Mii.
Nobody
you made.
listening to this podcast can fuck with my Sephiroth on Smash. Just
Oh, yeah?
saying. Just
You're getting
saying.
smoked.
Just
We
saying.
can point. We could do it right after the show.
Okay, we will.
man,
It's easy.
My
money.
Sephiroth goated.
We'll
when
do it with one Joy-Con.
No.
I'll do it with a free character.
no
I won't do it with
Y'all
the
not
$5.
touching
I'll do it
Okay.
with Link.
Yep.
Regular
I don't
Link.
like Link.
hand behind your back.
Okay, I don't like playing against
I'll do it with
Link.
Cloud.
Cloud's even worse.
Cloud is actually in the S tier. He's
My
actually
Sephiroth is
he's
S
actually
tier.
higher than Sephiroth. They
No.
found Cloud jank. He's very good now.
I'm gonna have to look up his jank later.
I forgot who
The
else I
meta
used
of
to
the
play.
game has changed so much.
Look
You
up
talk
his
about
dork.
like with me and Slim were talking about how Melee like is still
Smash
evolving
Ultimate.
20
My
years
Marth
later.
Melee. Come on now.
Like
Not
Ultimate
touched.
still has such a long way to go. You know.
With how many characters? When the day when they finally abandon it and people are still gonna
They're
play
still
it for
making
a long
characters
time.
for it?
Updating it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about
No,
to
it's
say.
done.
I don't think it's been
more
updated in a
no
while,
more
has it?
updates.
Okay.
Sora was the last update.
So
Okay. That's the guy from Kingdom Hearts.
after a
right?
while,
Yep.
Okay.
Melee is now going through new evolutions 20 years later. So that game has what like a fifth of the amount of characters.
I
what
gotta
is
go
it?
potty,
Like,
guys. I'll be
20
Okay.
something. Yeah.
All good.
It's about a quarter. About a quarter of the characters.
Exactly. So it's
Only 8 of them were considered viable, and now like
who
Yoshi
knows?
and Donkey Kong and Mario and Luigi are all good now.
Man,
So imagine what the evolutions and mutations that the meta of Ultimate's going to go
Yeah.
through. It's going to be, and I'm sure Sekiro knows.
it's gonna be the coolest, cleanest people in the world playing it too.
Yeah, they're all going to smell good and all wear deodorant.
Man, when you get your heart broken, fuck deleting all them old pictures. You gotta delete your ex's me.
Hey, let me
Tragic,
just say it on the
man.
air right now.
Heartbreak.
The Wii I have right now is my ex's.
Yeah.
Had her whole family on a Wii on
Had to delete them.
there. I had
Crazy.
I didn't individually delete them. That's cold. I did the factory reset.
oh, dude.
real ones know exactly what we're talking about.
The factory
I would
reset.
have put them all in boxing and beat the piss out of them. And then,
oh,
Yeah.
that's fucking hilarious.
yeah, and then I would have deleted them.
They're decent people.
Fuck them. I say fuck them.
I'm not beating up any
Bing,
of my
bing,
knees.
bing, bing, bing.
And this is for your sister. I didn't
I'm-
like the way she did this.
I'm going Matt on
And
their
this is
ass.
for your dad. I hate
Oh, Matt, the
Yeah.
most legendary
I'm
Wii
sticking
boxer
them on
ever.
Matt.
Can
I'm
you even
sticking
do
them on
that?
Matt. I get their ranks high enough so they got to fight
That's
Matt. And
crazy.
just
And
let
then
them
drop
get
the
their ass
controllers.
I just want to
Yeah.
reset it because I just want to make ones for my family.
beat.
now.
Bing, bing,
Yeah.
bing, bing,
This
bing.
this
I
Wii
used
is
to have my
mine
whole
now.
family on
my
my Wii.
family's coming in. My family's moving in now. Now they're homeless. I told them to kick the curb.
Honest to God, you know what's
They're
fun?
in purgatory. They're in
Yeah.
Wii purgatory.
They're on the Check Me
No.
Out channel, chilling.
Oh no, abandoned. We don't. I think just like Freak Hour, we brought up the Wii the past like 15,
Wii
like
mi-
every episode.
okay.
The Wii is awesome.
This
Wii-
podcast
the Wii
is brought to you by the
most
Nintendo
goated
Wii.
console ever.
No,
I think
No,
so.
no,
Is there any other console we've brought up every time?
no. But that just comes
Thank you
up.
very much.
That
But it's
doesn't
not.
mean anything. We're just
Bro,
in a Wii kind of mood. This,
the-
this
Listen,
last
Wii
because
is
week.
cold as
every
fuck,
episode
bro.
we usually
I
play
think
the
the Wii
Nintendo
might be
Wii.
goated.
I do too.
It's goaded.
What's the best
Goated
console
means
then if
goated.
it's not the Wii?
No, we
PlayStation
just, we
2.
just throw it around all the time now.
What's the best console?
Is
then
Wii
if
on the
it's not
console
Wii
Mount
ever?
Rushmore?
If you ask me the best console of all time,
PlayStation
Well,
2
why-
or 4.
and
I'm going to say
why
it's
is
a PS2 or a PS4.
Why is it the best console though?
The amount of time I spent with it, I'm biased.
And PS2 also
Best
sold
games.
hella.
I'm
it was
biased.
in-
It's-
PS2 was in cars and shit.
PS2.
PS2
man.
transcended everything.
The PS2. When you think about the greatest games of
PS2
PS2 history,
Best
you're
games
talking
ever
about
made.
so,
Heaters.
the
Heaters.
genres are so
Yeah.
different. They're all so different from each other. You had so much variety.
Yes.
There's games for literally everybody.
You're talking about Final Fantasy X and Metal Gear
I
Solid
put
2
the
and
DS
3.
up.
First
Tony
Xbox
Hawk.
was better than the PS2.
Tony Hawk.
Tony
Underground.
Hawk,
Action
Metal Gear
sports.
Solid, Silent Hill, Resident Evil. You got experimental
NFL Street,
You got experimental
NBA
games
Street.
that changed the game.
Splinter
that
Cell
nobody
wasn't
talks
on
about.
PS2.
Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. You got
You ain't
games
got
like
no
that.
Tom Clancy.
Silent Hill.
If you went to the verses, they will boo you.
They ain't looking for that Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter on there.
You had Call of Duty was on there. You had everything.
Call of Duty was on there
At some point.
Yeah.
on PS2.
Up to Call of Duty 2, I think.
Yeah.
SOCOM was the first game where you got to press a button to hold your breath during a sniper aim.
Yep.
That was revolutionary.
SOCOM
Splinter
was
Cell
huge.
in the first Xbox
That was a Sony
one
domain.
of my favorite games.
That was all Sony.
PlayStation 2, come on the podcast.
Movie games that were pretty good,
You got a
like
bunch of
Scarface
007
and
games. Scarface comes out. Multi-platform. I mean,
The
all
Grand
the
Theft
sports
Autos.
games,
GoldenEye on
all the
PS2? Is that what that
FIFA,
came out on?
2K, Madden, all
the
that
Grand
shit.
Theft Autos,
Gwimbly
NBA
4.
Street Volume 2.
NFL
NFL
Street.
Street. FIFA Street.
Street Hoops,
Did the first
Street
Grand
Hoops.
Theft
Clay Fighters
What came
3.
out first, the PS2 or the Xbox?
Virtual
PS2 came
Fighter
out
4.
first. It's less powerful. The Xbox is more powerful. It has better tech. It's a beast, kind of.
Plus, they made the
That's
tiny
huge.
PS2.
And it has a hard
like,
drive built in.
PS,
So it takes advantage
PS2
of
was a
that.
fat fucker at first. Then they made the tiny one.
The little ass PS2, but the little ass PS2 with just the disc. I mean, you're getting so much shit out of it, dude.
Yeah.
It's like the PS2.
Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank.
So-
I like the PS2
Ratchet and
startup.
Clank is still going today for a
The
reason.
PS2
So,
startup
Bonk's
is a
Big
classic.
Adventure 5.
We're,
Escape
we're,
from
we're
Hell.
all a lock for PS2 being on the Mount Rushmore of consoles.
Yeah.
Would you say Xbox 360 is on that Mount Rushmore?
If I would, because of
shit,
I'm
I
biased-
The
I'm biased on
impact to the
360
game, I
because
would say yes.
Bias with my bias,
Yeah.
I gotta say, yeah, I've
Yeah.
spent so much time
Yes.
on
Yeah.
that.
Bro, the amount of fun I had on Xbox 360, I would pay to have that, like, just to relive
Yes.
some of those.
I think
Yeah.
that was
Every
their
boy
peak.
would, man.
Yes.
Every
I would.
boy
I think
would.
Microsoft 360 was the peak of their shit. That was I don't think they'll ever be that good again. Like,
Just
the
because-
360
So is it wrong to say that the Wii is also on this Mount Rushmore?
okay,
I would put it
if
up
we're talking
there.
about Mount Rushmore, yeah.
Yeah.
So that whole generation, damn near, is on that Mount Rushmore minus the PS3 instead of.
What do you think's number 4?
Number 4?
I would say the PSP.
How about
I would say
PC
the
for
PSP.
How
1,
about
2,
Game
3, and
Boy?
4?
If it's a handheld,
DS,
it's either
Game Boy.
the Game Boy Advance or the DS.
I would say the PSP. I
love the
never
PSP,
but I
man.
never played the Game Boys. I would only play those at my cousin's house. I only
Game
had a
Boy's
PSP
kinda
when that
goated.
came out.
I
Game
think
Boy was fire.
when you look at the legacy, the sales speak for themselves. PSP, I had a PSP. I love PSP.
PSP sweet.
But
's the first thing I
when
saw
you think
porn
about
on a mobile
the
device.
games, the games they made for PSP, it was more like, here's a PS2 game, but a PSP version of it. Instead of just like making their own games that were for
Yeah,
it.
but I didn't have a PlayStation, so I didn't care. It was, for me, it was like,
Oh, okay.
like this is my PlayStation.
He's like, I could play Grand Theft Auto.
That's
on
a
it.
Yeah, I
unique-
did have Grand Theft Auto on that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, well, they got some good ones. Vice City
I
Stories,
think
Liberty
If
City
we're,
Stories.
if we're gonna keep it at consoles though, and not handhelds,
think-
what's the fourth
I
slot?
think
Might be
mine.
Super Nintendo, maybe.
No, I think mine is
GameCube.
PS2, PS4, Wii, and Xbox 360.
PS4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the
Because
best
the
games
P-
I ever played in my life were on the
Yeah,
PS4.
That's right. That's right.
That's fair.
Real shit. Persona
fair.
5 is like one of my favorite games ever. I played Hollow Knight on the PS4.
At that point, you
Granted,
might
I
as
don't
well
have a
just
PS4.
put the fizzle on.
Well, we're
there.
talking about
Instead of the
exclusives. There's the Final Fantasy VII remake. That's a PS4 game. There's The Last of Us 2. There's
Yeah.
there's the
lot
God of
of
Wars.
heaters. A lot of heaters.
There's fucking Uncharted 4. There's there's Persona 5. I fucking love that game.
Final Fantasy VII.
There's a bunch of games I can only play on PS4 and all became some of my favorite games ever.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid's on Xbox, but you get my point.
My Mount Rushmore, Xbox 360, Wii. Out there, the PS2 on there, I guess. And then the Xbox 360 again. That shit cold
The
as
Elite.
fuck.
Yeah, the Elite.
I had the Halo Reach edition. That
Xbox 360 is sweet, man.
Man, I
you know, they
kinda-
just
Actually, yeah, you're right. Actually, the Elite, the
2
the
days
Halo
ago-
Reach edition. I had that shit.
3 days
It
ago.
would sound like
they
a Halo
just
ship when you started up. It was like,
Ooh, that's so sick.
Yeah, that's when they added the touchscreen startup.
Oh, that was
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could put some candy on that bitch. And it's nice and soft.
Hey,
Put
if
a
you
Payday
put the
on there?
Payday or
Yeah.
High Chew on top of there,
Yeah.
Mamba straws on there probably go
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah,
Need
but
that. I feel bad for anyone who didn't get to experience the peak Xbox 360 days.
they just got rid
Yeah.
of the store.
that was crazy. Man.
Literally
That
2-3
was-
days ago. Now, if you sign in an Xbox, there's no store. There's only 3 tabs now.
Yeah.
You can't go download DLC. You got to go through your own history of purchases to download shit now.
Playing with your friends, having your friends over, and still playing online. That was the best. That was fun.
That's horrible.
It's a generation gone, man.
God damn.
I just saw a
360
clip of the last Halo server being open about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was these guys, they were like, we can't start a new game. Everybody's like, damn, that's it. They were like, that's it. No more Halo. And you can
Yeah.
play it on Master Chief Collection. Shout out. Master Chief Collection. Great.
Another game they slowly patched to being playable.
That game is great now. I mean, I don't know how many people are playing it now, but I think PC's with it, so you can play Halo Reach to
I
this
saw
day.
someone talking about that on Twitter, like how like there's no like I guess you can say like there's a couple new games that are really good, but like nothing like you know, Halo's coming out. Like there aren't any new games that you consider like a Halo.
Yeah.
Like
Lawbreakers 2.
Valorant.
Splitgate 2 on the way.
There are no more Call of
I like
Duties.
Splitgate.
When does Ball
Playing
Breakers
that
come
with you
out?
guys was very similar to playing
does
Halo.
Ball
Splitgate
Breakers
has
come
fun.
out?
I think it's fun. I think it's just like
Splitgate's
hopefully
gay.
the new ones. Okay,
I
Splitgate's
think
great.
I think we
I'm
should
sorry, I
nominate.
You
I think we should send this episode in.
You just ain't sweet like that.
I got an idea.
The Splitgate's the one with. Can someone I
With
need
the
to look up-
portals. It's like
Halo with
but with
portals.
Okay, wait. I might be. Cause
It's like Halo, Call of Duty,
I
and
think I
Portal
played
put together.
Splitgate with you. I might be actually
Yeah.
thinking of Portal. That's gay.
I got an idea.
Well, Portal's like a single player game.
I got an idea. We should send this episode in to future guests and our good friend Jeff Kiley, and nominate this for Best Podcast at the Game Awards this year.
Best
What do you guys
gaming
say?
podcast.
All right, guys, I'm so excited to announce this is the best gaming podcast. I'm so excited. Just so many great people here. Here's 5 commercials, and it had to, got to, must. The best gaming podcast of the year.
That's him.
And we are not going.
Jeff,
I would go.
Jeff.
They'd have to
Keighley,
give me
man.
They have to give me $10,000.
To go speak in front of them, I'd be the funniest one of the night.
No,
That'd be the
Splitgate
funniest one
wasn't
of
the
the
game
night.
I was thinking of. It
Like,
was-
what's up,
I
you
don't know what it was.
bitches?
It's so cringe.
It smells crazy in here. It smells like a Smash Bros.
Watching-
tournament in here.
Not gonna lie, I can't remember the last time I watched something and felt like what's the word I'm looking for? Like questioning my intelligence. Felt like embarrassed for watching. I think I watched the Game Awards last year, and I was like, I wish I didn't watch any of that. Like, why did I watch? Because I was like watching to see new games and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? I'll just like watch when I go
did
into
too,
work.
I think last year. I think was that the one where Elder Ring won Game of the Year?
No, the year after.
Oh,
I watched both of them, and then the last one, I'm like, this is just like, I'll just watch them at work the next morning and
Yeah.
see the new game commercials. I just want to see what new game comes out. I was like, this was
Which
so
was
stupid.
the one interrupted by the kid?
That was the Elden Ring one.
Yeah, that
Elden
was
Ring.
the Elder Ring one.
Shout out to Elden Ring.
He's like, I see him on my Explorer. He has a little podcast now. He was fucking with Rampage Jackson. He had Rampage Jackson on his pod.
He had Sam Hyde on his podcast.
yeah, but
He had people on it.
I think the coolest thing he did was interrupt the Game Awards. Or
Nah, he's-
he used
he's
to
never gonna
interview
get
like
better than that.
OnlyFans models. Name 10 books.
Oh yeah, that's the
Name
kid. I thought
10
it was the same
books.
kid. I
And
thought
then
it was the
he's
same
like,
kid.
Game of Thrones. He's like, that's not the name of the book. What's
He's
the
like, I
name?
need the name of the book.
A
Name
Song
10
of Ice
books.
and Fire. Yeah, we gotta get nominated for that for
He's
sure.
like-
Blades of
like a
Glory,
small,
Blades of
solid
Glory,
snake.
Top 5 Will Ferrell movie. Random thought that just popped in my head.
Top 5 Will Ferrell movie. That's pretty fair. I'm gonna put that at 5.
Which one?
Blades of Glory. It's probably 5 for me if you make
Yeah,
the top
yeah.
Step Brothers is number 1. This is clear.
I'm just saying top 5 Blades of Glory.
5. Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights.
Talladega
is probably
Nights
number
number
2.
1.
I think it's number
That's
2.
number 1. When was the last time you
I
watched
would,
it?
I would,
Have you watched
Recently.
it since you've been a racing fan? Oh,
Yeah,
it's so
yeah,
much
yeah.
better. it's
Yeah, it's good.
funnier.
It's good. Like a couple months ago, I watched it.
I love that movie.
I've never seen. They made a second one, right?
No, they never
No.
did.
They made a second Anchorman.
Yes,
That's
they
what I
did.
haven't
Yeah.
seen.
I swear to God, I will. We're rioting if they make a fucking Ricky Bobby 2. If they make a Talladega Nights 2,
Why?
leave it
F1
alone.
You
one?
wouldn't wanna
It's gonna
see
be
it.
horrible.
What if
No.
they did a
God,
F1
no.
Yes,
one?
that would. Yeah, I
That'd
think
be
if
gas.
I think if they did do an F1 one,
They'd have to bring back Jean Giraud.
I regret. I regret ever watching Cars.
He'd
3.
be a team principal.
You regret
for,
Cars
like
3?
McLaren or something.
I wish I never saw Cars 3.
Yeah. Was it bad? I only watched Cars 1.
It was kind of trash.
Never see it. Never see Cars.
Don't watch
3.
it, I'm not
If
gonna
you
watch
like
it.
Cars, don't go see Cars 3.
If you like Cars, just keep it at 1.
You ever seen like a movie so
2 was
fucked-
trash. That was
What
a
movie
Mater
pissed
movie.
you
Cars
off?
3 is basically if they started the Cars franchise when Joe Biden got elected. I'm gonna just
Yeah.
leave it there.
Oh, so
Yeah, it's
why
woke.
don't they call it Brandon 3?
Yeah, it's woke as hell. Fun fact about that: the assistant is Lewis Hamilton, and in Spanish it's Alonso,
Really?
and in German and Italian it's Vettel.
That's crispy.
Yeah, they've all made
I
cameos.
just
in
rewatched
those
Cars
movies.
2. Cars 1. I
Cars
just rewatched
1.
that too.
Cars 1. You know the Ferrari at the end?
Yeah.
That's Michael Schumacher.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I meant to text you because I was watching
Yeah.
it and I was like, I really motherfucker. I was gonna
Yeah.
text you. I was like, is that really Michael Schumacher?
Yep. He did every language too. He did every language of Cars.
What's the car guy's name? Guido. He was.
Yeah. yeah. He's losing his mind with his 2 Maserati buddies.
And then he fucking flips, and then Luigi comes up. He's like, and
Yep,
he just flips
bam.
too.
Yep.
We should get some Ferraris.
Real talk.
After we win podcast of the year, Gamer Podcast of the Year at the Gamer
With the money
Awards,
we're going to Collie Ferrari.
with the
and never
No.
making
The $250,000.
a second payment.
No, we don't buy Ferraris. We buy an F1 team.
Fair enough.
We buy an F1 team.
We need to start slowing by a karting team.
There's just a black ass car, and it's just on the front. It's just a shitty ass logo that says "Had to, got to, must."
Spray paint.
Had to, got to, must F1 team.
It's the only car on the grid that has to start with a push. It's like a fucking bobsled. We're swinging it back and forth. Go! Push it.
Me. Of course me.
Lance Stroll.
Had to
Come
be
on.
him. Yeah, Lance Stroll.
Lance
Come on.
Stroll will be our driver.
Me, and then
and
we'd recruit Lawrence Stroll to pay for our cars.
And we'd give Lance Stroll a lifetime contract. Have that fucker driving.
Hell
fucking
no.
in the grave.
Career suicide.
He's in the grave.
I have to make sure he's the greatest of all time. Only way to ensure that, make sure that fucker races for 100 years.
Bro,
okay?
we only
Eventually.
have
Yeah, you know.
I mean, he's been in 1,000 races.
we only have $250,000 from the Game Awards. Like,
$250,000 apiece. That's a
if
million for
Lance
all of
Stroll
them.
takes out of his front wing, there's that money right there. That's the front wing.
We're good. We'll be good. We'll get him in the sim. He won't even practice in the car. He only uses the car. We don't even use the car during qualifying. We don't qualify ever.
We just chill.
We
at
just
the end of the
race.
garage.
We just race.
We treat it like a
just
car
race.
meet. Yeah, we treat it like a
Race.
car meet and race at the end.
Hey, maybe after that $250,000 from the Game Awards, we go down to the Nino, put it all on black, spin it, do that about 5 more times. We can get us a team.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong
That's
with
a
that?
dream.
What's wrong with gambling?
And,
We should go to the casino tonight.
And if we
Promo
don't
code
get a
on the
team-
FanDuel app had to
God,
for $1,000 match bonus on your deposit, and you can also have $150 worry-free parlay.
Yeah.
And
Get
if
$150.
you're lucky,
Get $150 back if your bet loses.
and if you use promo code had to right now and text us your address, we'll come to your house and steal everything.
we'll rob you blind.
Yes.
We'll smack your wife around.
Yep.
We'll scare your kids.
Folks,
Ah!
we'll do anything
Don't worry,
for
we're not
you.
gonna hurt him.
We'll kick your dog.
Just enter the code. Call us.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Because you're gambling with us, and we don't fuck around.
Did we cover all grounds we wanted to cover? Does anybody else have anything
Oh,
else?
You guys are never going to believe what I saw on my way to work the other day.
Oh, boy.
So I pass by this house in my neighborhood all the time. And for the past couple weeks, I've seen like a big white van like come and go, and there's like shit always out of the curb. Looks like they're like cleaning out the house. You know what I mean? Like it's abandoned or like up for sale, whatever. But there's always been a bunch of shit on the curb, just like furniture, whatever. I walk past it. Lo and behold, I see 3 like, milk carton side egg boxes. You know what I mean? Like big egg boxes from the grocery store, like a big box you'd use to move. 3 of them, all filled with porno mags, nudie mags.
You didn't get them?
I'm talking all of them. I'm talking. I didn't take any of them. I'm talking Hustler,
Why?
Playboy, Penthouse, all of them. There must have been about 80 to 100 dirty magazines. I'm not
Were any
touching
of them
those.
crusty?
Why?
No, I rifled
Get
through a couple of
gloves.
them. I didn't have gloves on the way.
You rifled through a couple, but you didn't want to go get gloves.
I washed my hands as soon as I got to work. What was I supposed
What'd
to
you do before you got to work?
You said,
in
hold
that
on.
car?
Producer Hannah's giving me shit. You didn't take any?
You said they were there on the way back home.
They were, and I didn't take any. I still didn't. I couldn't
See,
do
Jason Tatum just fell down. That's an
I can't.
omen.
We did
That's
it.
an omen.
He fumbled.
You know
Look
what?
at him. Look at him. He's like,
Do you know, I couldn't bring those into my apartment.
Jason
Do you know
Tatum
what those
can't
things-
believe you right now. He's fucking
Look at
freaking
his little
out.
toes are touching.
Shout out to Jason Tatum. Our little Jason Tatum toy fell down.
When your toes are touching.
He's laughing at me for not getting the nudie mags.
My kid Robot X Jason Tatum blind bag.
He's like, we did it.
No, I can't. Honestly, it's a hazard to have those in my house.
Why?
The nudie mags, first of all, probably most of the pages are probably stuck together. And what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to carry 3 boxes of pornography with me? No.
Yeah,
I
imagine
could do-
him
All
walking up
pornography-
here
He
into Joe
came on
Rogan's
the good
basement.
pages.
There's 40 years of someone's DNA festering in those magazines. That shit. if
You,
I-
you think there's no chance this guy had self-control and didn't nut
How-
all over the magazines?
I don't
If
give
you
a shit.
have
Quite
this
frankly, I don't give a
if
shit.
you have this many magazines, there's no way. You are a sicko. 100%.
I mean,
There
the
was a
guy
lot-
who picked up the trash that day probably was like, I just
I've
hit
never
the
seen so
fucking
much.
jackpot.
I've never seen so much physical pornography in my life. It was more than a sex shop.
Even if you didn't want to use them, you could have sold them. That's a quick.
I'm not gonna. Oh, let's see if we can find a rare one in here.
You could have Gary V'd that quick.
That shit probably. You know what? You know what that shit has. You guys played The Last of Us. Sometimes there's spores with the infection in the room. You got to put your gas mask on. If I had that in my apartment, there would just be 40 years of nut spores dangling around. Poor
Actually,
Hannah would get pregnant
mass
just from
sign.
sitting
I
there
actually-
for an hour.
I actually
It'd
saw
be horrible.
Neil deGrasse
I can't
Tyson.
have it in my apartment.
I saw
That spore is
There would be
crazy.
so much nut in the air that Hannah would get pregnant.
Yes,
is what you're
from
saying.
from the porno
Wow.
mag spores. Is
I
what
saw
I'm saying.
I saw
There's
Neil
definitely
deGrasse
some
Tyson YouTube
years
short.
of children
That's,
on
that's
there.
actually not possible.
That's insanity.
actually,
Nut can't live.
nut can't live. outside
Nut
the
can't
body.
live in the atmosphere
That's
that long.
I get asked this all the time. Matter of fact, it's my most asked question. What happens when sperm leaves the dick?
Well, if it's not in
Jesus
contact
Christ.
with the egg within 5
We gotta
minutes,
stop drinking on this
it
show.
actually dies.
I'm drinking water.
Hey, drink water. Remember when everyone on Twitter was like, yo, you guys gotta drink water? What the fuck was that about? People used to talk about anything on there.
What the fuck?
Yo,
was that?
drink water. What the fuck was that?
There's no big
There was like a
water,
year
there's
just
just
like, yo,
Nestle.
drink water. You
Just
got to
Nestle.
make sure to drink water, y'all.
It was Nestle they were pushing. It was the propaganda, pushing the propaganda.
Yo, shout out to that propaganda.
Pool propaganda. Let me tell you, I jumped into the pool the other day, cannonball and all.
Oh,
AirPods
Ball
still in
sack
my.
and all that.
What do you mean by that?
He went skinny dipping.
No, I was.
He sent us a video.
I had shorts on.
We're gonna clip it on Instagram right now.
I had little shorts on. They were little,
Some guys should go on.
and I had my AirPods in my ear. I jump in.
Have you guys ever went skinny dipping?
No.
No.
Have you?
No.
I have not.
I went skinny dipping. I think I went skinny dipping in the. Is it the No, it's not the Pacific. Maybe it was the Gulf of
Let me
Mexico.
be more
Belle Isle.
specific.
Where Costa Rica is.
Oh.
You jumped
Yeah.
in with your AirPods?
Let me be more
I
specific.
think his story's better. Costa Rica jumping in with
I
his
just
dick
well,
out.
our house was just the house we stayed at was just on the water, so it was
Okay.
like
That's
yeah.
sick.
Private.
It was
That's
connected
fun,
to a
though.
beach.
That's
yeah.
still
Nice.
fun. I want to do that.
We should go skinny dipping at Belle Isle
Oh,
on
hell
a
no.
Saturday at
Me
noon.
me and Flair were just talking about if you saw somebody at Belle Isle in a speedo. Just
Oh, I
like,
said I was gonna wear. I said I was gonna wear a speedo at Belle Isle. We gotta pull up there.
I'm
We gotta pull
down.
up because he thinks I'd be wearing a speedo to the pool, which isn't true.
He just looks like he's got that. I'm not a porn star, but I'll wear a speedo at the swim
I
pool.
do it.
Well,
For,
actually,
I do
I'll
it
wear
for
a
the
Tina
tan.
Prince
I do it for the tan.
I need to do some tan on the thighs, honestly.
the frame of a Dutch woman. He wears the Speedo to frame the Dutch woman frame.
The frame of a Dutch woman.
I need one of
Kevin
them.
Hart said it to Kenny Smith. He's like, Kenny got the frame of a Dutch woman.
That's funny. I don't know why, but that's funny. Sometimes he's funny.
We're
And,
at-
and then he's like, Kenny, you better not laugh fast enough because your lips will bleed. It's like, lick your lips for God's sake. You're on
All right.
national
What
television.
if you guys are watching Shark Tank and this is
Okay.
This is a callback to your last maybe the one before.
Several
Some
episodes.
yeah, we've done a couple.
some guy calls somebody comes in and he's like, basically his idea is he just has a company where he hires all infomercial guys.
Wait, what?
His company is just like he just hires infomercial guys, just guys
Oh.
to do it.
Billy Mays.
It's Billy Mays and the guy who did
He just
Shambhala.
has a crew of actors to hire for your product. Check this shit out. Call right now. That's all. We got guys, and it's like I can already picture this. Like 20 different guys walking with like polos and shit. Any one of these could be a representative for your product.
He's
Lori, I'm
he's
here
like
for
an
you.
agent.
Yeah, basically
He's
an
like
agent.
an infomercial agent. What's he want from the Shark Tank?
He wants to get his name out there.
I want more guys. I
He's
want
a clout
Mark
chaser.
Cuban. I want you to
He
join
wants-
us.
And then he gets the deal. Years later, they do a reality show where the winner gets to be the infomercial guy for a year.
It's like Master Chef, but it's like Master Salesman.
That's crazy. That's pretty sweet.
You know, that RC car you tried to sell me has a reverse function. You didn't even bring that up.
Yo.
You expect to make it in this business? It's like, like 3 of the best pitchmen judging them. If Billy Mays was still alive, he'd be the main guy.
It's what they do for Tupac. It's the Billy Mays hologram. He's there. He's the judge. They got the AI
Hi,
voice
Billy
for him.
Mays here.
Back from the dead.
No, there's an award. There's a Pitchman Award show, and it's the Billy Mays Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
They give that out for the most legendary pitchman.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Give it up for Randall, everybody. He was advertising poppers on the logo check.
There's no
Randall.
Poppers.
Oh man,
Give it up
we
to
should have got some
Tammy on
poppers.
one.
Who is like?
We should have got some poppers. I know it's
Who's
not Pride
excluded
anymore.
from this list? Can the Colonel Sanders be there? Is he a pitchman?
Colonel, yeah, he counts.
He's not a pitchman. He's
No.
a veteran.
That's stolen valor.
he's a
That's
colonel.
stolen valor.
You're gonna.
The colonel is stolen valor, just like John Cena.
I don't know if we
John
can-
Cena was never a Marine.
What?
He was never a Marine.
He was in the
But he
movie
played
Marine.
one.
Marine 1.
It's
Yeah.
stolen valor.
You know
say
the
stolen valor. I say
Vince
I say
McMahon
best
had
of it.
everybody doing crime.
Okay.
He had John Cena committing stolen valor. He had Kurt Angle raping Booker T's wife.
next you're
Fucking
gonna tell
Triple
me.
H was defiling a corpse.
John Cena was visiting military bases.
Yes. Next you're gonna tell me Ted DiBiase Jr. and The Miz aren't also veterans. They're also not Marines. Get the fuck out
They
of here.
did one of their events.
They did Marine 2
SummerSlam
and
at
3
like
and 4.
a military base.
Tribute to the troops.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Crazy.
John Cena is a veteran.
John
yeah.
Cena would come out and do the salute like he's a Marine.
He would throw that bitch.
And then he'd run. And then he'd run.
Then he fucking full.
John Cena is not a Marine. John Cena has never signed up for anything. If he signed up for something, maybe it's the Navy.
the
The Navy. And we all know about the Navy.
We all
Trust
know.
me, we all know about the Navy.
You know what I think has probably been the second most heartbreaking moment of the year? It's probably been John Cena retiring. But number one, I almost couldn't record this today. I called off to work the past couple of days. Is Gordon Hayward retiring from basketball?
What?
Yeah.
The
I didn't
real
even know
class act, former Boston Celtic.
I know Boston's crying.
Boston
Utah
and Utah
Jazz
Jazz
Now,
legend.
he may not be Sicilian, but he may not have been a Nick. He may not have been Sicilian, but the guy played the game the right way.
He was
The
a
guy played-
class act.
He was a class act. I let a guy like Gordon Hayward
Played
take
the
my
game
daughter
the
out, you
right
know?
way. The type of guy you want to live next door to. Class act.
type of guy you let you take your wife
Class
That's the guy
act.
that mows his lawn front and back.
Now that Donovan
On the
Mitchell, I don't know
same
about him. I don't know about Donovan Mitchell, but Gordon Hayward,
You know,
class act.
Type of neighbor that doesn't drive the Hellcat, real class act, real-
Drives a Honda. I mean, come on.
Doesn't have subwoofers in his car.
you know what I mean. Come on. He's a
on.
class act. He's
the
a
type
you
of
can't
guy
deny
that's
it.
not carrying a speaker on the subway.
I will never get over
Always
that.
leaves his porch light on. Good neighbor there. Good guy.
I was so fucking mad because I was so the Yankees just got this guy in a trade, Jazz Chisholm. I don't know if you guys know him. Big deal.
No.
Shout out to him because he hit 4 home runs in his first 2 games as Yankees. 2
Fuck the
two
Yankees.
homers game 1, 2 homers the second game as Yankee. Shout out to Jazz Chisholm.
Fuck the
Brother,
Yankees.
brother out here making contact.
Let me tell you, I hate being a Yankee fan because old-timey baseball racism is alive and well. Because some guy said on Twitter, it was a picture of Jazz Chisholm, who for context is a black guy, with his chain out on the jersey, and he's wearing his Yankee hat backwards. He's like, I showed my father this, and he was speechless. He just shook his head. He's lost all faith in this team. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because they got a black guy on their team? I'm like, what
Has
the
he-
fuck?
has
Wearing
he-
a backwards
Is that
hat?
their
Has
only
he never
black guy
seen
on the
Curtis
team?
Granderson?
No, it's not.
I'm pretty
Curtis
sure.
Granderson was a Yankee, too.
I'm pretty sure Ken Griffey Jr. used to wear his hat backwards too.
He would, yeah.
He wasn't a Yankee, though.
He was never a Yankee. Ken Griffey Jr. said he'd rather retire than play for the Yankees.
Yeah. He has a whole beef with the Yankees.
Whatever.
But shout out to the Yankees, were the best team in the Major League Baseball. And shout out to
Shout out
Jazz
to
Chisholm.
Maglio Ordonez.
Shout out
yeah.
Nomar Garcia Parra.
shout
Yeah,
out
shout out
Jim
Albert
Leland.
Pujols.
Shout out
Shout
to
out Jim
George
Leland.
Lopez.
Shout out to all the lesbians on Tinder that look like Jason Giambi.
Shout out Slim's dad. Shout out Slim's dad, former Detroit Tiger.
Yeah, next week we're going to go into how my dad was a minor league Tiger.
Oh,
Nice.
You can look him up, and he's got little stats. He's his pitcher.
He's got little stats. He was pounding 7 minges a night.
Yeah.
This is
I
that
got a lot of
too.
illegitimate half brothers.
He
and
looks
sisters
like a
out there.
6'7" Ron Jeremy that's in shape. That's all I'm gonna say.
He was the big unit before the big unit.
Facts.
Yeah, it's
Hell of
true.
a ball player.
Class act.
It's true.
Class
yeah.
act,
Guy who
Papa
mows his
Butch.
lawn front and back, and
Class
he'd love
act.
to live next door. He won't shut. He doesn't partake in block parties though.
No.
The kind of player who just works the hardest, kind of guy that brings his lunch into work, doesn't mess around. This is Had To, Got To, Must, the #1 baseball podcast in the world. All right. We'll see you next week then. Goodbye.